It's all about the Blorbo. It always has been about the Blorbo. Hello, moin Mahlzeit. Moin and Mahlzeit. Ooh, the double combo. I don't know if I can recover from that. Hi, gamers. What's up? How are we doing? It's Monday. Oh shit, there's subtitles in quotation marks, which is actually a spoiler for my PowerPoint. No! You can't see anything that you haven't seen already. It's really inconsequential. Which one is the window? This one is the window! Oh, I found the window in order to close the window. That's amazing. I'm such a streamer. It's crazy. It's wild. Hello, hello, hello. 2 out of 3 cursed M greetings. It's true. Moin and Mahlzeit and... What's the other one? Wait, what is the third cursed M greeting? There's many cursed greetings. Mahlzeit being the most cursed. In my personal opinion, it's just... But I think that's just personal preference, really, truly. Real and true. Medal... Well, okay, but that's kind of blurst. That is very cursed. But also, it's a tiny bit blessed, I think, because... Well, I find it funny, but yeah, it's definitely, you're definitely right. It does qualify as a cursed greeting, 100%. 2 Tenjis immediately for free. I mean, today is a treat stream for myself, right? Like, this is 100% the most self-indulgent stream ever. To top ranking with stuff like the QSMP lore recap that I did with Evan together a while ago, as well as some others that I've done along these lines. So, you know, it's only fair to give you a little bit of a treat as well, I do think. Currently, no Tenchi in the background, by the way. That also could be, you know, compensation for this fact. More Tenchis on screen because no Tenchi in the background. He will be back tomorrow, though, so there's that. There is that. Today I got up fucking early, believe it or not. Well, early for my standards, okay, let's not put the bar up too high. But I got up early enough, before 9 in the morning, in order to go to the store and get groceries. Is Takenshi69 a blorbo of yours? Takenshi69, obviously. Biggest blorbo ever. Too bad he only came about literally yesterday, so I didn't have time to add him to the blorbo list. I know, it's a crime. It's a fucking crime, man. It's a fucking crime, man. Oh my god, Tika, hi. Oh my god, Azazel, hi. How are you? I am excited. I am so excited. Yippee, talking about my silly little guys. It's gonna be such a nonsense stream, but I mean, I think you're prepared. Hi, Nola. Hello, problematic blorbos. Let's go! I have the most problematic blorbos. No, new people shouldn't see this. People who are new to the content shouldn't see this stream. It's a crime. It's a crime. I'm going to bare my soul to you today. It is a bit problematic, bruv. Oh, you're a Catboy too? I wasn't even aware. I didn't even know of this fact. Oh my god, developments are happening that I'm not even catching up with. That's crazy. Hi, Izzy! You seem to have caught me in the middle of a duel on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. No problem, though. I just annihilated my opponent into the Shadow Realm. Very good. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, Evan, hi! The people need to be informed, Tekka. I mean, to be completely honest and true, this should be like, hello, VOD watchers, if you exist. This should be the disclaimer stream that you watch before watching my content, because otherwise, I think legally, it would be considered entrapment. If you watched my content for like months and didn't know about this being my dark secret, horrible obsession with people from media, then I think it would legally qualify as entrapment. Also, good morning. Hello, Evan. I hope you're doing well. I hope you all had a good start into the week. I mean, the week has started for literally 12 hours and 6 minutes over here in my time zone, so that's not that long. Oh yeah, I saw the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Can't wait until the wheel lands on you so you can also have like a matching art style on the card and everything. It'll be great. I don't know shit about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I did own some Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was very small. So I guess I do know a tiny bit about Yu-Gi-Oh. In that I know that it exists, one. And that I used to... God, I had like a little card with a bird on it, I think. I liked the card with the bird on it. And I also had the one guy... But I thought he was ugly, and I didn't like him because I thought he was ugly. I don't know what guy it was anymore. I don't remember their names. I don't think I could read at the time. I'm pretty sure that was before school, so I don't fucking know, man. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream after all. We all get to, like, talk about our various hyperfixations today, because otherwise it just wouldn't be fair. I will tell you, though, how the structure of the stream is gonna be. approximately. We're going to start with the PowerPoint that I have made. The PowerPoint, like I've said before, does not include every single blorbo that is on the tier list, because if it did, I would have had to prepare for a whole month to get the PowerPoint done, probably. And also, I don't think I would have been able to make a whole slide for every single character, because I decided to put as many as possible onto the tier list so that I have a lot of them to rank, obviously, even though I don't have like that many thoughts about all of them anymore, because some of them are like older blorbos. Some of them are more current obsessions of mine. You know how it is. So, PowerPoint first, then triangle. This means nothing to you, but you'll see in the PowerPoint you might discover that I have categorized blorbos by 3 different categories, I suppose, and I'm gonna align the blorbos in Photoshop in a triangle to where they fall on the triangle of categories. It's important, okay? It's like an alignment chart. And then we're gonna do the tier list to decide which ones of them deserve the death sentence. Oh, okay. Yeah, Yami Yugi, your original husbando blorbo. I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! In my childhood, so I never got into it that much. I cannot relate, but I can relate in the sense of like, I getcha. I do have a slide for my very, very old blorbos of my childhood / teenage years, I guess, as well, though. So that is at the very end of the PowerPoint. Stay tuned for that, because that one is by far the most embarrassing one, obviously, because I was a teenager. Teenagers are embarrassing, obviously. Hi, Antir. Hello. The frack's a blorbo. I'm old. I'll explain it to you, okay? Azazel is my blorbo from Binding of Isaac. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, I can see your name. God, the urge to name yourself after your blorbo. What's a blorbo, man? The urge to take the name of your blorbo. I can't speak already. I'm way too excited. Like, if you can't tell, I'm like actually way too excited. The urge is too big. The voices! The voices! I don't want an explanation. I want to be mad. Lass es uns auf Deutsch diskutieren. Okay. Bruder. Plural. Brüder. Brüder, ich bin viel zu aufgeregt. Alter, scheiße, ist das scheiße, Mann. Vielleicht funktioniert es so besser. Blorbo. Blorbo gibt's aber gar nicht so auf Deutsch. Jedenfalls nicht so wirklich. Okay, warte, ich mach den Timer auch an, damit wir wissen, wann wir damit wieder aufhören müssen, ne? Okay, nee, funktioniert nicht besser. Es hat noch nie besser funktioniert. Es gibt keinen Weg, das irgendwie besser zu machen. Ich bin tatsächlich... Ich habe nur einen Energy-Drink getrunken, wie immer eigentlich. Wie praktisch immer. Aber ich fühle mich, als hätte ich 10 Intus. 10 Energy-Drinks Intus, mindestens. Gleich explodiere ich. Legit ist schon so ein bisschen... ist schon so ein Gedanken, den ich manchmal habe. So, geht's mir noch gut? Ist alles okay? Einen Monster Energy Drink. Ja, genau, einen. Ja, ich sollte vielleicht ein bisschen langsamer sprechen, für die Deutsch lernen. Hallo, mein Name ist Zecke, wie geht es euch? Ich hoffe, euch geht es gut. Wir haben jetzt noch 3 Minuten 40 ungefähr Deutsch. Ja, die Vibes sind nicht schlecht. Ich finde auch so 10 Dosen Energy Drink sind jetzt nicht schlechte Vibes, besonders für Stream, weil man sagt ja auch immer, ne, alle Streamer nehmen halt Kokain, um nochmal so einen Throwback zu machen. Oh, Wasser für mich, dankeschön. Wasser wäre ganz gut. Wie alt bist du denn? Ich bin Zecke, ich bin 24 Jahre alt, ich wohne in Deutschland, ich trinke Wasser, momentan gerade. Dankeschön, Azazel. Und ich freue mich darauf, euch meine Blorbos zu präsentieren. Jo. So richtig deutsch, verbale Klausurmäßig, so, weißt du? Das wird so, oh mein Gott, ich habe da wirklich so, da sind schon so welche drin, ne, besonders halt in der Kategorie ältere Blorbos, wo ich mir so denke, ja, was genau war da so mein Gedankenprozess? Das ist auch ein Anglizismus eigentlich hier. Ja, da gab's halt nicht, war... Ja, genau. Ich will halt, dass Evan, ne, ja, ich will halt, dass Leute, die gerade es zu Deutsch lernen, vielleicht verstehen die dann so ein bisschen was und denken so, boah, geil. Ich kann meinen Streamer auch auf Deutsch gucken, krass. so mäßig halt, ne. Cocainium? Oh, du hast dafür ein Emote. Oh, perfekt. Cola mag ich tatsächlich nicht so doll. Eigentlich. Ich überlege gerade voll lange, ob ich Cola mag oder nicht. Nee, eigentlich nicht. Aber ich mag das Meme. Mein Gott, Leute, meine Mama hat mir einfach erlaubt, dass ich Cola trinken darf. Wie cool ist das bitte? Jetzt zocke ich Fortnite und trink Cola. Yippie! Ich meine, ich muss. Wir haben erstens 5 Minuten Deutsch und zweitens ist Cola im Chat. Naja, freilich meine ich das. Wie schmeckt dir Pepsi? Wen auch nicht besser. Auch nicht besser als Cola. Ich trinke Cola nur, wenn Cola da ist. So, ne? So, du bist halt mit Freunden irgendwo unterwegs oder bei denen zu Hause oder so und die so, hey, hier ist Cola. Ich so, cool. Dann werde ich jetzt Cola konsumieren, aber ansonsten, ich würde Cola nicht selber kaufen. Persönlich. Als Kind fand ich Cola immer noch viel, viel schlimmer und so. Alle anderen so, yeah, Cola Beste. Ich so, nee, Cola tatsächlich nicht Beste, ne? 5 Minuten sind schon ein bisschen lang, ne? Deswegen bin ich sehr glücklich, dass ich für Russisch 1 Minute und für Japanische 2 Minuten, 3 Minuten, glaube ich, gemacht habe, weil du hättest Azazel hätte beinahe Deutsch als Zweitsprache gewählt, oder halt in der, was auch immer das für eine Schule ist. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie das britische fucking Schulsystem funktioniert. Ich nehme an, das ist die, ich weiß nicht, Hauptschule, keine Ahnung, Bruder, Gymnasium, weiß nicht. Aber hast dann doch was anderes gemacht. Naja, das ist ja okay. Deutsch ist auch schwer. Ich würde es auch nicht auswählen, wenn ich nicht muss. Tankatul. Danke fürs Folgen. Wir machen gerade 30 Sekunden Deutsch noch, aber dann wird es gleich Englisch wieder. Also international und so. Nee, Monster habe ich tatsächlich erst seit 2 Jahren oder so getrunken, ne? Ich weiß gar nicht. Im Kindergarten habe ich einfach keine Ahnung. Was war mein Lieblingsgetränk im Kindergarten? Fanta. Ich mochte Fanta. Ich mochte Fanta mehr als Cola, ne? Tenny funktioniert. Okay. Ja, weil das ist einfach wie Tentacle, aber halt nicht richtig. Und das fuckt mich so ein bisschen ab, ne? Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beep, 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 beep. We're done with German, so we can now begin. Yeah, Fanta is fucking good. Fanta is good here. I liked Fanta a lot. I used to drink a lot of Fanta. I haven't had Fanta in so long, but alas. Done with German? No mames. We're never truly done with German. I think I mostly drank Sprite when I could drink soda as a kid. Sprite is also good. I like Sprite now. You hate Fanta? You hate Fanta? What? What is wrong with you? I mean, okay. Again, currently I also don't drink Fanta, so maybe I shouldn't. Sprite is best. I liked Sprite then. I like Sprite now. I will like Sprite when I die. Isabel, by the way, was saying, I even made lore from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Self. Basically, I used to be a tournament champion before my team betrayed me. Oh, you have a self... I do that too, all the time. And swap my cards. So my career was ruined. So I'm on a quest to steal their souls. I guess that's something people do in Yu-Gi-Oh! I would assume, and get their revenge. Get your revenge. Nice. I hate the aftertaste of Fanta. See, I haven't had Fanta, for so long, I don't even know if I remember that. Hating Fanta is better than hating Dragon Ball. Well, Dragon Ball I'm very indifferent to be honest. Never really watched it much. I have 2 hydrate buttons for my streams. Water and Coca-Cola? No way. I only have water. It's always water because I need that water, you know? These days it's mostly cola. I yearn for any and all caffeine I can get. That is very real. I do drink two monsters currently, so there's that. I've never had Faygo. I don't think that they do Faygo in Germany. Yeah, I only know it from Homestuck, so there's that. Have you tried other Fanta flavors? No, I don't think so. They mostly just sell the orange one. At least when I was little, I think there was only the orange one, and now they have other ones too, but now I don't drink Fanta anymore, so I guess it never happened. I guess it never quite ended up happening. Speaking of water, that's my water. Yeah, you don't like Fanta. But American Fanta also is bad, I've heard. So, you know, I don't judge that. I just judge people who drink the same Fanta as I do. American Fanta is different than German Fanta, you know. Try Fanta Fruit Twist. It's amazing. Maybe I will. Teddy as well got a normal hydrate redeem when I just drink whatever, mostly soda or coffee. Or a more expensive one specifically for water. That is fucking smart. Using the allure of trying to keep your streamer healthy in order to make people spend more channel points. That's smart. Yeah, the color of American Fanta is frightening. Yeah. I'll give you Deutsche Fanta. It'll get caught in customs though, I think. The color is bizarre, as is often the case. You know, American food in general, I'm like, oh, interesting choices have been made. You guys are living? You guys are living like that? Ooh, okay, I see. I'm talking about healthy Zecke. I mean, I did the groceries, but I didn't do anything else. What else did I actually do? I don't know. The morning was so long, and yet I didn't do shit. I was just kind of sitting here, excited. God, I'm such a person, huh? Give me American Coke, and I'll give you British Fanta. Ooh, a trade. I see. The cheese looks very intimidating. The cheese looks wrong on, like, every level. Every single level. Evan is saying the sadness about a lot of the foods I thought would be good when I went to Canada. Oh, I bet. Did you try Tim Hortons when you were in Canada? That's the one place I would go to if I went to Canada, I think. It's Tim Hortons, right? Like, that's their fucking iconic coffee chain / donut shop. I would try that out. I wouldn't call what I do living. More like writhing in pain. Relatable. Yeah, you did. Okay, good. Was it good? Was it bad? You can tell me. It's okay. Guess who's Canadian? Oh my god, it's you. Do you like Tim Hortons? Why am I talking about Tim Hortons so much today? The old-fashioned donuts are vile. The normal ones are fine, though. Okay. I don't know. Another one? Why are we getting two? Well, because you didn't ask yesterday, maybe? I don't know. I mean, the number should be higher than two, though, to be fair. But another one didn't work, so who am I to say anything? Who am I to say anything at all? Funny, we're talking about Canada. It has nothing to do with anything that I'm going to be talking about, quite honestly. But it did remind me of one of my slides, in a way, for some reason. We should get started with the slides, perhaps. I will want to ramble about the blorbos after all. It is blorbo time. Canada doesn't exist. Bielefeld doesn't exist. What else does not exist? I don't know. The commands are rigged. I guess they are. I didn't make that one, so I feel no sweat off my brow or something like that. I know how to speak. Nella saying, I do. I mean, I don't like coffee, but I like a lot of other stuff they have. Yeah, like the donuts and stuff like that. What is Bielefeld? I know, no, nothing. An urban... It's fine. We don't need to talk about Bielefeld. It is okay. I will bring you to the fated in-game screen. Why is there okay, never mind. It's gone now. There was like a phantom window on my screen. Oh my god, Blorbos by Take a Channel. That's me. That's my first and last name. Legally, if you look it up in the yellow pages, you will find my home address. I'm obviously joking. Take a Channel. Blorbos. Thank you. I love making PowerPoints, but I was smart about it this time because the last time I made a very long PowerPoint that was like pretty, or supposed to be pretty at least. I made it all in PowerPoint, which made PowerPoint, yeah, of course I have the laser pointer on. This is like school, okay? Which made it lag a lot after a while because it had to load so many like filters and fonts and texts and images and all of that. So I just made the majority of the picture in Photoshop instead. And God, I spent a lot of time in Photoshop. I made little mood boards for all of my blorbos in here. I'm so excited to show you. And then I just put the text on so that it can like be clicked in and stuff like that in PowerPoint afterwards because it's smart. North America actually doesn't exist. 3 countries and their first letters spell come. You've been gaslit. So true. Your search history put you on a watch list with several meat, war aesthetic. bad. Blorbos. Hi, Joestar. Hello. Tend to roast the absolute fuck out of Tekka's interest like a horrible, cruel monster. JK, please share your passions. I'm interested. You can do a good middle ground. For some of these, I expect to be roasted. If not, I don't, then something's wrong with all of us. Let's put a Tenchi picture. Tenchi needs to accompany us in these trying times. You're absolutely right. I can actually feel my heart rate is higher than it should be. Okay, chilling. I am able to chill. I have the ability to chill, and I'm doing it right now. We need like a good one. Next slide in a second. I gotta get my boy. Do we have judgmental boy? Yeah. Oh my god. Why was he looking at me like that? Well, that's the wall, baby. That's Raufasertapete. No, Victor, you gotta leave to exercise. But you're going exercise. That's great. Tenchi is judging not you then. Just me for not also exercising. This one's perfect. This one's perfect for the Blorbo stream. Like, let's be real. I'm gonna have a heart attack on stream on this rate. Like, actually, no joke. No, I'm kidding. I don't think I will. But if any stream, it'll be this one. I get too excited. Tenchi does judge the obsession with the blorbos. He really does. He doesn't understand. He does not understand why they are important to me. He's the judging Tench. We all know one. And this is mine. I think that's good. Yippee. But hi, Victor. I hope you come back later. I finally got my bedroom back. That's very good, too. That's very good. He understands too well your honor, Tench. Okay. Evan's saying you're lucky if they arrive towards the end of the stream when I have to leave. It's because some you will roast. Oh, jeez. God, gotta stall more so that we don't get to them. When Evan is still around. When can we expect the guillotine redeem? This is a good question because I actually wanted to do that when I have more time, but then I just scheduled a stream literally every day this week aside from Saturday, so I don't really have more time, but also it doesn't take that much time, I just need to do it, but also in my brain it takes a whole lot of time, even though in reality I know it doesn't. So TLDR, there you go. No worries, gotcha. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. What is a blorbo? Honestly, if you did, it would be a fucking powerful moment in your career. Wait, which one? I talked too much. I don't remember what that was about. First slide. What is a blorbo? I think this needs to be explained. You may have already seen this slide if you're in my Discord because I've shared it there already to help you figure out what a blorbo is to you. This is different for everyone, obviously. Blorbo is a vague term on purpose. I have chosen to break it down into 3 categories in order to help myself identify what a blorbo is. Oh, the heart attack! Yeah, it would be a power move. I mean, like, when you're gonna have a heart attack, might as well do it on stream. You know, content. You're right. I've broken down blorbo into 3 subcategories that I think define what a blorbo is. One being simp, the other being and the third being kin. Simp for myself is defined as something about this character being enticing. That can be looks, personality, status, etc., or just the vibe. You know, the vibe is not describable. But it's always very important. Also, since I am Arrow Ace, simp is always at least to some level platonic. Where on the platonic scale it falls depends, and I don't really know, and it's confusing and weird, but you know, keep in mind, simp to me is different than to you maybe perhaps as well. Oh my god, this is just ship quadrants. Oh god, we should line them up. No, but that would be pairings. I wouldn't know how to pair that, but that would be an interesting tier list to make as well, you know? Stream when you die, it's free content. True. Gotta keep it in mind. The second one, well, actually I went 1, 2, 3, so I'll do that here too. The second one in the list is the third, is kin. Now, kinning is technically a Tumblr term that used to mean that you actually literally believe that you are a character from fiction, from media, or like a person from history, or anybody else, you know, like actual, literal, I am this different person. Nowadays, at least in the fucking circles I run in, it just means that you heavily relate. So something about this character is relatable. That could be issues, personality, trauma, etc./vibe. You know, Patrick Bateman. Yeah, like otherkin, that's where it came from. Yeah, I think. Very true, Mr. Mozart. Okay, yes. Yes, that's literally me, for real. And Sim to Azazel for being a demon. It's fascinating because he's a child, and a kin because he's completely made up. Well, do you relate to Azazel? Yeah, you're like closer to the original definition of like being like an actual wolfkin, right, Isabel, as far as I know. And then I was like, wait, there must be another category because it's not just kin and simp. And then I found out, yes, this is what it is. It's the third category. It's being something about this character is either so wrong or so fascinating that you feel the need to study them. You don't need to necessarily relate to them or find them enticing in any way. Well, I guess enticing could be kind of like in the same category, but like, you know, attractive in any way, let's say. You don't need to find them attractive or relatable. You're just fascinated by their existence. Like, wow, that is a lot. My brain will now latch onto this and think about it a lot. That type of energy. That is the category. My beloved. Oftentimes, a blorbo will fall into multiple categories. They won't just be simply a kin, simply an or simply a simp. Oftentimes, they have some like overlap within that. That's why we're gonna make the triangle later. Yippee! Karlak, my beloved. The mood of you can't look away from a car crash sort of energy. Absolutely. Putting them under a microscope. Yes. And shaking the plate they're on. Yes. You get me. You understand. You understand. Like putting them in a little, like putting them on your shelf and watching them. So important question is Rev a blorbo of yours then? No. Something, he's not that fascinating, I swear. No. I feel like that needs to meet a couple other categories as well. Also, aside from that, I almost sort of only put fictional characters into this list because, like I said, later on we're gonna rate them on how much they deserve the death penalty, and I feel like that would be weird to do with living real people because that's no good. But there is some historical figures in there, so they are like kind of the exception. You know. Evan is saying, I fear doing a blorbo triangle because so many look exactly the same. Hello, excuse me? They are very diverse. They are not. Some of them are more diverse than others. Does that mean Donald Trump is a blorbo? He could, I mean, ask yourself. You need to find it in your soul, right? He could be your blorbo. I know he isn't mine. Hello, what is happening? The blorbo! It's the blorbo presentation, Aiden. Blorbo presentation. So would you kill some IRL living people? No, I wouldn't. I am also, disclaimer, I'm also against the death penalty. Like, on principle, I'm against that. But for the sake of the haha funny, we are going to be ranking them on whether or not they do deserve it. That was sparked by a conversation with Evan, actually, I think, because of Gant from Ace Attorney. So there's that. Just wanna put that out there. It was fun in 1789, but not anymore. So true. Wait, I wanted to say something else, but I immediately forgot. Powerful and strong. Very, very, very good. The blorbo triangle. Oh, yeah, actually, that reminds me. Teki, you're my blorbo. I do consider some of my streamers that I like to watch blorbos as well, kind of. But again, they're not on this list because I find it a bit odd to put them on a stream like this. So that's why they're not here. There are blorbo streamers though. I think that's like, I think that makes sense. I guess, thinking of you, Elotes. Shout out to Elotes. What about your viewers? I'm not that parasocial back. I'm not Iron Mouse, sadly. Sadly or luckily? I mean, that depends. So I guess that depends. Are you the only one who did the homework? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Seppo. And I have looked, and I will show it to the stream. Azazel, wait for it. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. So I've put some, I've written some example sentences to maybe give you a better idea of what a blorbo is as well. You might say, wow, insert character is so me. That's my blorbo. We had homework. I talked about it somewhat frequently. No, it was, I mean, it's kind of joking. You were supposed to compile a list of your blorbos and hand them in. How dare you not do it? When I get you, your grade will suffer greatly for not turning in your homework. Other quote, gods, I want to crush insert character here like a bug. That would be a sentence you might say about a blorbo. He's my blorbo. I love him. He's my blorbo. I hate him. The only thing that occupies my mind is insert character here. He's my blorbo. So that sort of thing. In basically every stream over the last week. It's true. It's true. It's kind of true. I don't know, where were we supposed to turn the blorbos in? Anywhere where I can see. Tier list. Tier list is where Seppo did it. If you want to do your homework while in class, I would accept it. I'm a chill teacher, okay? If you want to do your homework under your desk in class, you can. You can absolutely do that. You can just put a little collage. Or just tell me in chat. That works too. Venom. For Isabel, it's Venom Snake from Metal Gear Solid 5, Jacket from Hotline Miami, Dante from DMC, and of course, it goes on. Obviously, I do have like 30 or something on my list, on the full list. I don't know any of them intimately enough to judge you, though, so that's something. I do know some of Seppo's enough to judge Seppo, so that is good. Let us begin with our... first, before we begin with our blorbos that are in the PowerPoint, I tried to chronicle them chronologically. I tried to put them in chronological order, as in the oldest blorbos first, ending on the most recent blorbos. So for the earlier ones, I'm like not in the fixation anymore most of the time. While for the latter ones, I definitely do. Perhaps I can make a list on Discord and add you. Yes, you absolutely can. Yes. Homework? Hell yeah. I hadn't had a chance to do them in years. Exactly. That's why you come to my stream. For homework. You have to, technically, you do have to rate them by def penetability. This is true. Let us begin. This one I think is actually not that questionable. In my opinion. In my opinion, this is not that questionable. Also, yes, this is the amount of effort I put into each of my slides. Thank you very much. I was on Pinterest for a long time, okay? This is Hannibal Lecter from NBC's Hannibal. Yippee! He's like, God, I don't know when I watched Hannibal. I don't remember. I think I was like 16, 15, 14, somewhere around there. Between 14 and 16-ish, maybe, perhaps, potentially. I'm 24 now. So that was a while ago, and it was good. Yeah, it's like those years-ish. It was kind of around the same time that I watched Game of Thrones for the first time, I think. I don't know, approximately. So I make little mood boards for all of my blorbos, and then I have a second screen where I will put a little list of characteristics and or thoughts and or whatever. Honestly, it varies from blorbo to blorbo. This first point being, well, he's played by Mads Mikkelsen. What do you want me to do, okay? I'm just a boy in this world, okay? What am I supposed to do? Not like him? He's played by Mads Mikkelsen. Also, this might be a theme about the character, you know, characteristics speaking. He's very cutthroat and very goal-oriented. That is nice. I like that in my characters. I see that, I point at it, I go, nice. And those are the types of things that I've written down on these slides, by the way. He's also intelligent and into the arts. Bro, have you seen Bro's sketch in the show? It's fucking magnificent. I understand any, like, have you seen the fan art that people make about the show too? Like, it inspires artists for a reason, like myself. Mad for the Mikkelsen. I mean, obviously. Also, the show had hella gore, which I always loved. Important to point out, I am a gore enjoyer. Like, God, my fucking Pinterest is so fucked after I made this slide, by the way, because you can see, like, in the background and around the edges and, like, here and there, I put meat details. Not the meat details, yes, the meat details with, like, overlay layers, and then I blended them and did all sorts of kind of funky stuff with that. And now my entire Pinterest is just meat. I'm back. Sorry for not doing the thingy, but I have an exam on Thursday. It's fine, actually. It's actually fine. How dare you not do the thingy? Shame. Shame on your house and your family and your family's family. And look at this little detail that I put in. These are little stamps that I made for the different categories in order to then put the one that applies the most to the character in question. Shame on your house. My brain. Oh, Will would be in my list. Realizes, yes, of course, since he looks exactly like the rest. I have never had an original thought in my life. Will is a good person to have on your blorbo list as well, yes. Is there some neat details? Thank you very much. I'm like pointing them out very aggressively because I spent so much time on this PowerPoint. So he gets the stamp of simpage. Moving on. Do I remember? Oh God, I think I do remember who the next one is. It's either one or two. We'll see. Yippee! It's the good one! This is Egon Schiele. I've talked about Egon Schiele before. Egon Schiele, Austrian painter from the Expressionist movement, born around the turn of the century, 1900. And he's very neat, and he's literally me, for real. For a while, I did think / pretend to think, I don't think I actually believed it, but I just kind of said it for fun, that I was the reincarnation of Egon Schiele. I don't believe in reincarnation, that's why I think I just said it for funsies, but you know, I was also 15, so I was weirder than I'm now, and that is something to say, so there's that. Calling Egon the good one says something about where the bar is. Okay, mean. So I compiled a couple of his paintings here for this PowerPoint slide, obviously. This is the only real person on the PowerPoint, in the PowerPoint, by the way, just pointing that out. Well, the next one is kind of halfway a real person, but whatever, glossing over that. At the time that I made this slide, he was the only real person in the PowerPoint either way, because I made them like in whatever sort of direction that I wanted to make them. That's my favorite artist ever. I've been influenced by his art style. It's very, well, it's expressionist, you know. It's very expressionist. He was obsessed with death and life. These were the themes that he painted around, as you could maybe see in the previous collage. That was all his paintings, obviously. Why would I put anything that isn't his paintings on the slide? And I am the same. Yeah, that's not true. There is another real person, but also technically only like halfway. Only like halfway technically, because I specified I meant the version from the TV show more so. And that's more like a character, although it's based on a real person and it's also technically the real person, but whatever. He also often explored ideas of the self in his art because, you know, loads of self-portraits and also what it means to be human, etc. I will not let you do your technicalities when I can bully you on it. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. See, Evan might have already seen the PowerPoint, as you might be able to surmise from the chat message. I know, shocking. This one is a kin, by the way. This one's a kin. I'm, like I said, these ones are the blorbos that have persisted for years or that have just existed years ago and then I kind of forgot about them and then I remembered them again. This one is a very persistent one. I have a lot of pictures of Egon Schiele in this room. Paintings and pictures and books and, well, I mean prints of paintings. I don't own original Egon Schiele paintings. I know. Shocking. You all would have thought that I had the buying power to afford original Egon Schiele paintings, but alas, I do not. If I could, I don't think I would either, because I don't think I want to own art like that privately. That's not really what I want. Have you ever seen a real one? Yes, I have. When I was in Vienna in 2019, I went to, I think it was the Albertina. No, well, yes, it was in the Albertina, I think it was one, and in the Leopold Museum. If you want to see Egon Schiele art, in the Leopold Museum is where you gotta go. And there's a whole exhibition. There usually is. All around Egon Schiele, and I was crying! Woo! I cried! I saw his art IRL. I also saw Francis Bacon in the Albertina Museum, and I saw Lucian Freud. That's like my holy trinity of fucking artists that I fucking love, all like either expressionist or like inspired by expressionism. It's so cool. Go to Vienna if you want to see art, and if you can. Go to Vienna! Me talking to the Americans in chat, you know, just go there. For me, it was less than how long? Like 12 hours away or something via bus? No, it wasn't even 12 hours. I think it was shorter. I know there's also Klimt. I also saw Klimt, yes. And God, if you want Klimt merchandise, go to Vienna. They have it at every single street corner if you want like a bag, a pencil case, chocolate wrapped in Klimt paintings, anything, literally anything. Moving on. Probably not the worst one, but maybe the most questionable one in the slide, especially seeing as I'm a leftist in the PowerPoint. The slide is so gaudy, holy shit. I mean, on purpose, you know. This is Louis XIV. The Sun King, you know, absolute monarch of France around whenever the fuck that was. Death. The guillotine. Oh man, we should have had the guillotine fucking alert for this one already. Only for this specific moment. The guillotine would have been so useful here. Imagine a guillotine. Imagine a couple of guillotines coming down. Now this is, I want to say, a bit of an older Blorbo. I'm not currently obsessed with Louis XIV at the moment anymore. Louis the 14th. Ludwig der 14th. Yes, let me just spend 400 euros for ICE or travel 16 plus hours by normal train to go to Vienna. Yes, or the Flixbus. Flixbus works too. Yes, I wanted it exactly for that. Listen, monarchy is bullshit, but when it comes to the representation in media, it's so fun. Yes, I agree. Especially, I said in this little slide, mainly the version from the show Versailles, which, by the way, is quite good, I think, for the most part. It's been a while since I watched it, so I'm like kind of trying to be careful with my recommendation. Is it actually good? Or do I just remember it to be good? But I think it was good. I think it got better in the middle and then got bad at the end, you know, like as per usual. But I'm not so sure. I don't remember. Don't remember 100%. But you know, the aesthetic is very strong. Bro was very strong on aesthetic, you know, the Sun King. Don't tell me that's not cool on a certain level, okay? building a whole like cult of personality around yourself to center yourself, the way that you like literally like the sun. I mean, that kind of slaps, though. That kind of slaps. Nice. Flixbus would range between 15 and 16 hours. Nice. Yippee. Evan's saying I never watched it, but it's an international show about Versailles. I press F to doubt. I don't know, it was kind of good. And he was also a huge patron of the arts, and that's a W. That is a W. I mean, you wouldn't have music from Lully, or if we didn't have Louis XIV. Huh? Sorry in advance, there's gonna be a lot of Warframe in mine. In yours. Oh, don't worry. I don't know these guys, but I'll point and look. 24, not 16. 24 is a bit long, yeah. Aesthetic is beautiful. Makes you want to grab all his stuff. Yes, go Molière too. Exactly. And see, this is the trickle down. This is how it works. We got Molière and his plays and stuff, what he actually, wrote. And now we have Molière, the musical. We wouldn't have that without Louis XIV, so just think about that, okay? Just think about that for a second. That would be a cultural loss for me personally. I would never have heard any of the songs that I like so much now. That would be so sad. Good aesthetic. Very, very good aesthetic. I said again, but this is the first time I talk about aesthetic in this PowerPoint because, again, I shuffled them later to make them fit the chronological time frame. You posted blorbos. Very good, Isabel. Very good. Warframe, I don't know anything about personally. The PowerPoint looks fancy so far. Good job, I guess. Thank you. I know. The PowerPoint is very pretty. Bestie, please read or watch his plays to know more about the musical. I should, huh? I only know the misanthrope. I only know about the misanthrope. The rest, I don't know if I want. The thing is, I would love to read it in the original language for language practice, but I think that's like the worst possible idea ever. Because it's a bit difficult. Yeah, this one is I guess. I just put it into because I put it. He's a man. He's a person. Okay. I put him into because I guess he would be closest to kin, perhaps, if not anything else, but I don't quite know where he fits. We'll see on the triangle where I'm going to put him because I'm not quite certain about it at the moment. Do I remember the order of the rest of these? Absolutely not. Do I know what we're going to see next? Absolutely not. So, oh my god, it's Victor! I love being surprised by my own PowerPoint. Victor! You don't have many kill them blorbos. That's good for you. I think that speaks highly of you. Not Victor! What do you mean not Victor? Excuse me? What's your problem, huh? Oh, you read his Don Juan recently. Some parts I could not read. Oh, well, then I wouldn't. Then I wouldn't try to read it in French, yeah. Oh, he did Don Juan as well. I mean, I guess everybody did. It's like a League player confirmed. Yeah. Yeah, it's specifically... I took some screenshots from Arcane for my little mood board thingy, but yeah, it is specifically League of Legends Victor as well. Panda Man? That too. Who this? This is a character from both Arcane and League of Legends. A champion, if you might. Is that Mika fucking Bell from Red Dead Redemption 2? Ooh, you have a kill one. I'm glad. I suggest to you that you should read House on Emberflit Alley. That is a short story that the League of Legends team posted a long time ago, before our Arcane came out, and I think it's fucking dope, and I read that, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna play Victor now, and then I mained Victor for a while in League of Legends, because I am that kind of person. Also though, I like his design, I liked his lore before, I also like his general backstory. They did I liked his backstory before they did the revamp, okay? Stone me, if you must. And I also like his playstyle. Our disabled legend, absolutely. I don't know his whole League of Legends lore. I only saw season 1 of Arcane. That is enough to like him already. Even though, in League of Legends, in the actual game and in like the actual like finished, I guess, or whatever, lore of the game, he has changed quite a bit. But I like that Arcane gives him the backstory that it gives him. But I like fully cooked Victor the most. He's also kind of Russian, sort of, weirdly enough, even though there's no Russia in League of Legends. In Runeterra, there is no Russia. How are you Russian? You have a Russian accent, but you're from here, technically, and nobody else here has a Russian accent. It's a little confusing, but let's just not think about it. Cooked Victor. Yum, yum, yum. I mean, look at that laser. I'm sure he can fry you something up with that too. Look at him. Have you considered looking at him? I'm also very excited for season 2 of Arcane. I wonder how much time they're gonna make pass between season 1 and 2. Like, is it immediately after? Is it a while after? There were parts where I wanted to grab his shoulders tightly, look into his eyes, and firmly say, boy. But yes, exquisite Blorbo, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Glorious evolution. Exactly. I should really finally watch Arcane. You should before season 2 comes out, so you're caught up. Or you can wait until season... If you're somebody who likes to binge watch shows, you could wait until season 2, like, barely comes out and binge watch the first season and then watch the second season immediately after. I hope it's as good as the first. I really do. I'm always a bit very weary of second seasons. I've been saying also it was supposed to be about other characters, so I'm wondering if they'll link them. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, the reasons for Micah. She's a racist. He's killed he's a killer of thousands. He ruined the whole gang. Reasons for Dimitri, who's I don't know either of these guys. He fucked over Nico Bellic. Oh, that's Dimitri, and he's literally the reason for everything. Yeah, sometimes your blorbos are horrible people. I cannot judge you too much, honestly. Plus he was my main for a bit, so put some respect on the name. I was okay at playing Victor. Victor is a notoriously hard champion to play. I was okay at it. I was never great at League of Legends to begin with, so I think I was doing quite fine. My mains were either Victor or Lux in mid lane or Jinx, I guess, in bot lane, but I didn't bot lane as much because I don't have I didn't have a duo partner, and I don't want to pray that my support isn't absolutely brain dead every time that I queue into a game, so I didn't play as much bot lane. I tried to stick to mid lane instead. I mean, Jinx was always my girly. Jinx could kind of be Blorbo as well. See, there's some people where I'm like, I could have put more people on this list, like also the tier list and everything. I could have put Jinx on the list, absolutely, but I didn't. You gotta add Nico Bellic. Yeah, I played League of Legends, but it was a long time ago. I swear it was a long time ago. The closest thing would be Simp, I think, for this here character. So there you go. Get the little Simp stamp. Bonk bonk. There you go. I haven't played League in a long time. The last time I played League was just Aram matches, baby. I don't want to play serious League of Legends. Does that make it worse or better? I don't know. Oh God, please no. Oh God. Right, he's on here. Jinx has a wonderful aesthetic, I agree. Take it cancelled. After this stream, absolutely. I'm only halfway kidding. So this is Lou Bloom from Nightcrawler. Now, I'm just gonna put all my little eggs in one basket and say none of you have watched this film. And that is good. And I'm happy. And I'm not gonna say anything. No, I am gonna say things because they're on the second. Siska, no. Siska, no. Siska, no. Hi. You've seen it. Take it with the fire. Okay, listen. Also, look at how pretty the mood board is. You know I like this film. It's been my ending screen. A reference to this film has been my ending screen for a while. It's like, why? He's very... the category. He's very, very, very interesting. He's extremely interesting, okay? I would say that he has zero conscience. Basically, I'm not one to diagnose, right? I don't like that when people try to diagnose fictional characters with things. But in this case, I'm quite confident. He's quite the sociopathic opportunist. Also, opportunism is not a diagnosis, so I think I've just put an adjective, so it's technically not a diagnosis. Ha! Checkmate. Yes, we're waiting. I'm talking, it's fine. It's fine, I'm getting to it. Which I find very interesting to watch in the film. Also, a theme that I found quite interesting was how alienated he is from human beings. You see the scene where he sits in his fucking little shitty-ass apartment and watches TV and laughs in the most robotic way possible, trying to, I guess, mimic human behavior. I find that a little bit relatable. Okay, sorry. There, I said it. Not in a literal sense. But a little bit, you know. Oh, you forgot to add Dex. Dexter's a good one. When people realize you like Hannibal not for his aesthetic solely, but also the morals. Truly, it's not just aesthetic based. Oh, you did your homework very good, Azazel. I wrote this about him and I thought I was very clever. He's a total simulacrum of a human being. Like, I like adding like at the end of sentences when it does not belong, not at all. I find that fascinating. I think that is very interesting. Also, let's close your eyes for like 10 seconds when I press spacebar the next time. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. This is not something you should be worried about. I don't mean that in like a complete sense. This stream is just halfway me going, oh my god, it's them, and also halfway going, let's not talk about it. I'm showing you this, but also we're not allowed to talk about it, okay? We're not gonna talk about it. I'm talking to you about it, but we're not gonna talk about it. It's not on the killing part. I haven't killed yet. Moving on. Moving on. Hey, look, it's Arthur Harrow. I looked away for a second and only just read the notes. He's great. I mean, he's not. He's very much not great. And a lot of them are very much not great. And I am aware of that. I know, shocker. Ooh, shocker. Shocker, we're shocked here. You read the categories? You understand. This is Arthur Harrow from Moon Knight. Look at the little Egypt aesthetic. Also, yes, thank you for asking. This is the font Papyrus. Obviously, I chose Papyrus. I'm a hypocrite because I literally root for serial killer protagonists. Like, it's fiction. I think that's an important thing to point out for our little killers. This is just 50% Sega trying to rationalize his choices to us. Yes. Yes, yes, this is correct. What about Arthur Harrow do I like? Well, partially because me and Calix were into Moon Knight at the same time, so it was very fun to like, well, we watched it together. It's not long, right? It all came out in one go. It's not, well, it didn't actually. It didn't all come out in one go. It came out peu à peu, episode by episode, I think, or 2 episodes at the same time. I'm not quite sure. Either way, we watched it as it aired, and that was very fun. So I have fond memories of that, and also Calix likes. Oh no! So Calix likes Arthur Harrow a lot, more than me. Have you heard the news? Could you have maybe deduced this from my general personality and behavior? Have you heard about the daddy issues? Perhaps. It is fiction, I say, knowing my own blorbos. It's important. This is Aldernon's wife, one of many. Justifying blorbo choices to themselves is the other 50%. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, that's what I gotta do to make the PowerPoint. So yeah. Listen. The slowest fade-in of a singular. Listen. Hear me out. Like, first of all, didn't put this into my little notes or anything, but this is Ethan Hawke. Have you seen Ethan Hawke? Think on that. Think on it. Isabel's saying, it's like you get a plus 10 union points, approval points, plus an extra 100 Izzy points for enjoying the best DID representation my system has ever seen. Let's fucking go. All right. Yeah, Moon Knight also, you'll see another character from Moon Knight is also on my Blorbo list. It's not just Arthur Harrow. Moon Knight is a good show. Moon Knight is like the best Marvel show that I've seen. I haven't seen many, but also from what I've heard, okay? All I'm saying is that he would make a good dad, and that, I mean, I don't mean that at face value, because he's also a problem. Oh my god, Helene! Moon Knight is the best, for real. It is. I fucking love the aesthetic of Moon Knight. I love the story. Mr. Oscar Isaac, he's not in the PowerPoint, but he is on the list. Spoiler alert, he's there. Aside from being a cult leader and such, he wouldn't make a good dad. He would not make a good dad. But like, in the sense, I sound like that one clip of Kelly Osbourne or something, in the sense that it's a meme and everything as well. What I'm saying is, it wouldn't be good, but it would be interesting. And that's important, okay? In my stories, in my fiction, in my head, I think an interesting dynamic is worth a lot. And I think it would be an interesting dynamic. That's why I like the idea of this dynamic. Tenny still has not watched it, despite a friend gushing about it when it came out. You should watch it. It's not that long. You should absolutely watch it. It's worth the watch. I would actually recommend. Moon Knight is very fabulous. Let's go. Hi, Babu. I want to be cult leader. Also, yeah, cult leader. Cult leader is a plus in general in fiction, in media. Once again, obviously. I mean, that's why they're fictional characters. Cult leaders are great. It goes on to say something so clippable. Yeah, cult leaders are good. I endorse all cult leaders /J. This would fall into the simp category, I think, because like I said, simp is always somewhere. It's confusing me too. I don't know how to explain it to you if I don't even understand it myself. It's somewhere on the like platonic simp scale. What that means? Who's to say? Certainly not me. Anyway. Hey, little Timmy, what do you think about your dad? I find him interesting. Brother killed me. Hi, Warren. I'm still adjusting to the tick streaming on Monday. Well, I mean, you don't need to adjust. I don't think it'll be a weekly occurrence, but I did it today. What a statement. Thank you. Cult leaders, quote, Zecke. Cult leaders are great. Moving on. I don't think they get better. Oh, wait. There are some that are pretty good in here, but I don't think they generally get better. Who's the next? Oh, of course. Of course it's you. It's the Darkling from Shadow and Bone / the Grishaverse. Too bad Juno isn't in chat right now, but Juno has borne witness to this PowerPoint already, so it's fine. Oh my god, it's the Darkling. Yippee! Honestly, not bad. I mean, yeah, right? I agree with you. Obviously, I agree with you. Make me your villain. Now, this is YA fantasy. This is YA fantasy. It's not that deep, right? It's not that deep. But they don't all have to be that deep. More like Dorkling, am I right? If Maxie is to be asked, absolutely. If Maxie is to be asked about this guy, Maxie would say that he's a Genshin enjoyer. Which funny, because Juno is a Darkling enjoyer and a Genshin enjoyer, so there's that. YA fantasy is always that deep. Yes, of course. Yeah, there's Japanese and Russian redeems now. They're new. Hehe. Juno born? Happy birth? Well, I mean, Juno was born at some point, that is true. But not this month. Thank you for watcher. Thank you. Not knowing most of these makes me realize I'm not caught up on media these days. I mean, some of them are a little niche, but some of them less so. Maybe, have you seen Game of Thrones? We'll get to that later, that's my current thing. What kind of Genshin enjoyer? I don't know. I don't know. The dorky kind, I think. Honestly, same. I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of like current media in there, I guess. But there's also literally historical figures, so I think it's quite all over the place. Don't worry too much. TLDR, do not worry too much. Oh, shit, guys, it's time. What time is it? I like him. It's time for, is it time for a picture of your cat, Siska? To also judge me as I go through my blorbos? No mames. Thank God I didn't have screen capture on. I was like, wait, do I have screen capture on? No, I do not. Well, then you do have to send it to me, though. Give me picture. Unless, of course, you actually just want attention picture. I can do that, too. He's like the most, while we wait, he's like the most powerful Grisha ever, and I like that, okay? Oh, that's so cute. That's a beautiful picture. Thank you very much, Siska. I like that because then I like to do my own power fantasies in media and fiction, right? So I will pick the most powerful character in the existing media and then make like a self-insert type OC character. I'll let you know immediately, my self-inserts are never anything like me, generally speaking. Sometimes a little bit by coincidence, but usually not really. And look at him! Look at him! So cute. Leaning against the door, absolutely adorable. Thank you very much for this glorious picture. Where do I put you? Next to Timsh? Next to Timsh, I think. Kitty! Oh my god, it's Kitty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There you go. Be next to him. Very good. You guys would not get along because Tenji does not get along. But there's that. Good. Expand the list, Isabel. Expand the list. Because then I can make a character that is like the only one who the most powerful character in show universe is actually like inferior to in some sort of way. That doesn't have to be skill level, like whatever power level it is in the show. Sometimes it's just because of the emotional connection that character feels to my character that I've made, so that my character that I have made then has a certain like control over the most powerful character in the pre-existing canon, which that fulfills my power fantasies beautifully. So therefore, whoever is the most powerful character in media, in whatever media I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, It's you, baby. It's you. It's you. I don't know what that means. Psychologically. Psychologically, I do not know what that means, but alas, it's what I do. Oh my god, it's Kitty. We need a Blorbo tournament, like a Tumblr sex event tournament, where everybody like votes on the ultimate Blorbo out of all of our collective Blorbos. God, that would be interesting. How would you do that via Discord? Or we could do it on stream as well. Like, I want to do a stream where I rank your guys' Blorbos as well. I'm just power hungry, I guess, but absolutely not in real life. Like, that's something that I think that's a important thing to explore as well. There's certain things that you want in fiction, in like your stories that you read and in your whatever fantasies. This goes towards into the direction of kinks as well, even though I'm not talking about kinks right now, but it's the same sort of general idea. There's things that you want in fiction that you do not want in real life, and I think that's one of those for me. Don't judge us too hard if you do. It's like you can judge me harshly and I can judge you harshly. We all judge harshly, but with love, okay? Harshly, but with love. Am I still in the PowerPoint? Now I am. Mansplain, manipulate, male wife. Failed male wife, specifically. He tried to male wife with Alina. He really did, but it didn't really, but it absolutely didn't work. Very manipulate and quite mansplain as well, you know. Also, is a blorbo a good thing? Debatable. Mit Liebe und einem Knüppel. That's exactly how we'll do it. Also, he's played by Ben Barnes. What the fuck is male wife? I can't explain every one of the terminology to you. No, it's just, you know, he tried. For the heart, yes. For the brain, no. God, Evan's so real. So real. Oh, Denji, that makes sense. I haven't even read Chainsaw Man. See, I can't judge you on most of them. Like, you probably can't judge you on most of mine too much. That's why I put bullet points on here so you can judge me a little bit more, because I just don't know them. Happens. But I know Denji vaguely. He's a perv. Also, the Darkling has a very strong aesthetic, obviously. His power is literal darkness. That is evidently huge when it comes to aesthetic. And then my self-insert character that I made is like the void, but in the sense that it's the absolute absence of things, which is then white, as opposed to dark, which is the presence of all things. You know what I mean? The absolute absence of matter. Edgy like that, you know, so that they complement each other. Obviously, get with the program. You got the meaning from Google. Good. He also is very driven and goal-oriented and cutthroat. Now, is he successful? So-so. Well, so-so. Also, quite honestly, his goals are not even that bad. Like, if we're talking about death penitability, yeah, I think he also has sort of committed war crimes. At some points, definitely. At the beginning, less so, but later, definitely. But he's kind of a freedom fighter. Like, it's not that bad, honestly. Like, truthfully, honestly. And I, Nulla, am from the void. Interesting. Interesting how this happens, huh? So he committed war crimes. He's not the only war criminal on this list, okay? He definitely killed, 100%, he definitely killed innocents. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes less on purpose. He did it in order to liberate the Grisha, which are an oppressed class in the universe, at least. So there's that, but it's complicated. Anyway, simp. Clearly, evidently, obviously. I don't think I relate very much to the Darkling, which is a good thing as well. He's kind of like Anders from Dragon Age in a way, but less pathetic. He's also in the second season of Shadow and Bone, he's quite pathetic too. But in the first season, he's not very pathetic. So you can choose. He gets more pathetic in season 2. Yippee! Yay! Moving on. I don't know which one the next slide is, but I think I have a guess. I was right. Oh my god, it's Akechi! Pathetic man, nice. Pathetic man, quite nice. Not usually my cup of tea, because like I said, I need them to be kind of powerful, but sometimes both. Interplanetary genocide I don't have on my list. I don't think I have many blorbos from media that deal with interplanetary stuff. Oh my god, someone I know! Yay! Let's go! Now you can actually judge me. Oof. I really enjoyed making this. I downloaded the font and everything. Please appreciate my mood board. Also, it was super easy to make this mood board because I have extensive Pinterest boards for Akechi and Shuake, like the ship with him and Joker in general. So there's that. You remember this guy? You gotta add Persona characters, Azazel. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. You love it. You like it different, Goro. That's fair, Isabel. It's like... It's a few things, Warren. You weren't here for the Blorbo explanation. Blorbo can be both 3 things, I think. Simp, kin, and by finding them, very interesting. Make a Blorbo list. Yes! Yes! Make the Blorbo list! Do it! Do it, Joestar! Akechi would listen to Falling in Reverse. Yes, definitely. Especially Persona 5 Royal Akechi. Maybe slight spoilers, but really, I don't plan on saying anything super spoilery, but... It's a little spoilery, I suppose. This is literally me for real. This is me if you even care. Literally, this is me. So, I don't know if you remember this from an earlier slide, but the issues with the fathers, yeah, that too. He has those, I have those. What? Crazy. He's also competitive. I am also competitive. Because he's literally me for real. Oftentimes, I think I keep it on the down low successfully as opposed to him. He doesn't keep anything on the down low. Although, I mean, to be honest, he does keep a lot on the down low in the first part of the game. And then later, the mask slips away. That's so autism coded of you. Sorry. I'm strange today. Akechi singing while fighting with Joker. I don't know the melody to that. Joker's like, good taste, Akechi. Joker would appreciate it. I don't think Joker is like full on like Falling in Reverse fan, but he could become one if Akechi introduced him to the music. He has a superiority complex and rage issues. Whoa, a 2-for-1. That's crazy. Yeah, that gets a big old kin stamp. There's a lot of things that I could point out. But this is not an analysis about why I kin certain characters. That's not the point, so we don't need to get in there so much into the details of it all. Just like me, for real. Akechi lets the mask slip, but in a different sort of way. Yeah, Joker is not as emo as Makoto, absolutely, but he'd enjoy the music, I think so too. Ooh, a friend kept me updated about this one while she was playing the game. Yeah, Akechi is fun. Also, this is not in the slide, but God, I don't care about ships, usually. Maybe that's because of the whole Arrow Ace thing. Perhaps, potentially. Maybe not. Maybe that's just me. I don't care that much about ships, generally. But fucking Shuake, like, Akechi and Joker, whichever name you call him, they are OTP. If anyone is OTP, they are OTP. I never gave a shit, but for them, I give a shit. They are the one and only actual true OTP. Thank you very much, Your Honor. I rest my case. Yeah. Moving on swiftly, I think. Oh my god, you called it! Akechi. Your name is Azazel, but they both start with an A, so I messed it up. Azazel, you called it! It's Carmi! It's Carmen Berzado from The Bear! Woo! We have decided this is the people's kin, by the way, because I showed this PowerPoint to my friends and everyone was like, yeah, yes, ships are fine, but ship fans are an acquired taste. That is extremely true. I usually really don't give that much of a shit about ships. Like, I don't generally, but for that one specifically. Ooh, Alucard from Helsing. No, that one's good taste. That's good taste. The man, the legend. Who would have thought? I know. Is Carmi my profile picture on like everything where my art isn't my profile picture? Yes, absolutely. This one's great. Also, take a moment to take in this slide. I put a lot of effort in it. I put a lot of effort into all of them, of course. I put a little quote from the show, and I did not correct the spelling mistake because I just remembered, oh, I think I had a spelling mistake in here, or maybe I had a spelling mistake in a different one. Yeah, but doesn't matter. Quote is, and your brain does this weird thing where it just bypasses any sense of joy. It just like attaches itself to dread. Yeah, your brain was my spelling mistake. We are in Happy Town. This show is so happy. It's a comedy, do you know? Oh, it's a comedy drama, but there you go. Disappointed you only put 5 fishes. I should have put the correct number of fishes, true. I just made it for balance and aesthetic. I didn't count the fishes, to be honest. So yeah, we're like absolutely cruising, and it's absolutely lighthearted here with Carmen Berzado. It's not like this fucking show is completely about grief and anxiety and stress. Comedy, just a bit at the dark at the start. Yeah, it's like a comedy drama thing. It's comedic at times. You know? It's a good show. Again, I will recommend this show until I die. New season, last season, I would assume. 3rd season is coming out this summer. Watch it, catch up, and then watch the new season with me. Ha ha ha. They got so many comedy awards. It's hilarious. Like, it is funny sometimes, but it also makes me cry a lot. So, you know, stressed, constantly wired, never relaxed. Oh my god, literally me for real. Secretly self-critical. You didn't see that bullet point. I would never criticize myself. I am the best, obviously. Overtly self-reliant. What? You want to help me do a thing? I don't think so. I've gotten a little bit better with that though recently, I think. That's good. Transmask energy. Considered that Carmi is kind of short. Also, generally, his energy. I feel like there's transmask energy there. So obviously, I had to put that on the little list. And waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know, something's always gonna happen. This plays back into both the quote as well as the first bullet point. It's like, okay, when's it gonna happen? Something good happened. When's the bad thing gonna happen? That sort of vibe. He is so us for real. He is us. For real, Your Honor. This is obviously a kin, if you haven't caught on to that yet. I don't know what to tell you. It even matches the color scheme. That was fully accidental, but I guess kins are just blue, and Carmi is blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-die. Just like me. For real. Also, I took the liberty of just putting a whole ass clip from the show into my PowerPoint that I'm now gonna play for you. This, by the way, is a spoiler for season 1, the end of season 1. Well, I wrote it down too, so it's season 1, episode 8, which I think is the last episode of season 1, if I remember correctly. So, it doesn't really tell you that much about the plot, really. I don't think it would take away much if you watched it and then watched the show. I honestly believe so, but if you want to skip, just step out for... Wait, I need to get out of my power of my laser pointer. Step out for like 3 minutes. Step out for like 3 minutes if you don't want to be like sort of spoiled, but like I said, the show doesn't really have a plot that can be spoiled too much, aside from one thing, which is not in this clip. So there's that. It's like, are you okay? Do you need a hug? I do not do hugs. Get away from me. I mean, I'm not kidding. I don't really like hugs. No, I'm good. I'm chilling. Oh god, yeah, watch it with Evan. Also heavy themes, obviously. Yes, themes, content warning, themes of anxiety and such. A head pat, mayhaps. Begrudgingly, perhaps. No, I'm not doing horribly. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Back to
and strong language.
I'm Carmen Berzado, and today we're going to be making beef.
Also,
Berzado.
flashing lights.
Now, this is a very
flashing lights
special
warning
dish
too.
in my dysfunctional nightmare of a household. My brother Mike made this for us every single Sunday.
And suicide mention too.
You guys,
sorry.
This is a cute story. My brother, who is addicted to painkillers, blew his head off on the State Street Bridge. Bam!
There's the flashing imagery.
Now
this
hold
is
on.
So fucking artistically pleasing.
No letter, no goodbye, nothing, except he did leave me our family's restaurant in his will, which was a nice curveball considering he never let me work there with him, even though I'm pretty good at this, right?
I'm just letting it play. I'm gonna try to shut up.
The best restaurant on the planet Earth. It was pretty different from my brother's shithole, which was barely hanging on by a thread. So that was a nice final fuck you from Michael on the way out.
It's a TV show in a TV show, yeah. Well, it's also a dream.
Rajal.
Maybe.
Fuck. Guys? Where's my stuff?
God, the... TV chef guy, but he's not a TV chef. This is how I fucking feel, bro.
What is going on? Shit!
I'm showing you too much.
I'm sorry, I'm just fucking this up, guys. I'm fucking this up. Stop, please.
Is this okay to play on Switch? Yeah. Maybe copyright, no, but it's fine. Me every time I stream. Literally.
Guys, I can't do this! Stop! I can't do this!
Bro, I cried so much the first time I watched this, bro. It's not funny. Also, it's so pretty.
You know we're gonna call it.
Good morning.
I'm right here.
It was just a dream. The show is so gorgeous. I sometimes forget about that. Like, I forget about how actually pretty the show is, too.
Fuck off my expo chef now! Get the fuck off!
Come on, you're better in this place. You're better.
Also, the sound design is fucking amazing. Yeah, it was a nightmare. He never was a TV chef. But oh boy, if I don't feel that, bro.
Why are you...
Hey, Bear. Let it rip.
Let it rip. Spoilers. I mean, yeah, I told you. The bear. There you go. That's the end of that. Let it rip. The show is so good, dude. The show is so good. Now, the entire show obviously isn't that intense, but it is quite intense for the entirety of the first season in different sort of ways. Like, it's not edited like that the entire time, because I think you would literally die of a stroke if you watched something like that for, like, I don't know, an hour at a time. Like, let's be honest. I needed a bear tattoo. Me too. Let's go get the bear tattoos together. This is... That's actually, if I could just talk about blorbos the way that blorbos were meant to be spoken about, I would just be making noises and literally screaming and flexing every single muscle in my body, because that's how I feel. I look at that and I go, and that's all. Like, I don't have words. That's just feelings, you know? Feelings. You know, I would too. I would too, Evan, I would too. Yeah, that was incredibly relatable. I need to watch this. Yippee! I'm sharing the trauma. The problems, well, you know, just do the noises. I am doing the noises. You did make the bear flash sheet. We did design some tattoos. We just need to go get them, honestly. honestly. Needed. Just need some funds for the bear tattoo. Everyone would understand. Yeah. So that's the bear. You should go watch it. But honestly, truly, like, make sure that you're in a, like, take your time to watch it. Maybe don't binge it. It's a little intense, the first season specifically. Might put you in a... Like, if you have anxiety or anything like that, it might put you in, like, a headspace, you know what I mean? Because it's basically an anxiety simulator at that point. And if it makes me uncomfortable, I'm drawn in more. Same. Describe intense. Very, like, anxiety. Like, it plays in a kitchen, right? For the most part, it's just throwing life in a kitchen, and it's high octane the entire time, and everyone is so stressed the entire time, and you feel stressed, like the characters feel stressed. It's good to watch them once a week. Yeah, something like that, for instance. Like, maybe you can binge it, maybe you can. If you're like me, binge it. If you have any emotions, don't, says Evan. I cried at the end of both seasons. A good amount of tears, I think. So that was cool. Yeah, he's so blorbo, man. I have so many emotions about him. Ah! Ah! Anyway. Yeah, makes sense. Like, Helene is like, I sort of dropped it for that reason after episode 1. It is, like, literally a stressful watch. Like, people, especially people who are very empathetic, might struggle with it, I think. Like, Juno had to take breaks and, like, step out of the room, go for walks, literally. Even Evan was very close to crying, and that means a lot, because Evan don't do that. Does it make you want to hug the guy? Well, in a sense, yes. In a metaphorical sense, as in, I don't want to hug anyone ever, but yes, still, he does need a hug. He definitely needs a hug. Maybe not from me, but, like, you know, from somebody. That would be good. From his brother, ideally, but as you know, that's not gonna happen. My tear muscles are broken. Happens. That happens. So yes, thank you for indulging in my blorbo. See, this is a good blorbo. Everybody's like, wow, yeah, good taste, second. I'm like, yeah, thank you guys. I know. Man, just watching that clip again makes me so hyped. Do you know, if you're also neurodivergent, I mean allegedly, like myself, you might know this, where when you actually engage with any of your fixations, any of your hyperfixations, you get so excited. It's a little like stressful. Like, I love this show so much. I need to crush a very heavy object between my hands into fine pulver. Anyway, we should move on, though. We should move on. We still have things to do. And worse blorbos to look at. Yeah. Aiden's also like, yeah, I'd feel like I'd need to take a break watching this if I started. I didn't ask to feel emotions this morning. Absolutely. Definitely take it at your own pace and stuff like that. We both know you got a brain wired like half the chats. Most likely, but it's still alleged at this point. Yep. We're in Game of Thrones! Speaking of characters, I mean, what else are we speaking of? Speaking of choices that I've made. Oh my god, it's Tywin Lannister! Yippee! Oh, that's an insane one. Really good. Thank you. Tywin, do I want to ask questions? I mean, I'll give you answers either way. It's like, I'm gonna hear you out. Good. Hear me out. Okay, listen. Bro is a very Dad! Exactly! That is a father. That will come up in a second. So he's a really interesting character. For one, he never smiles. What is the reason for that? At least in the books, he never smiles. In the show, he sure does. But whatever. In the books, he's never seen to be smiling. He only smiled 3 times in his life, and that was when he was with his now-deceased wife. Like 3 or 4 times or something like that. Why does he never smile? Because his father was known as the Laughing Lion. You know, the head of his house at the time was the Laughing Lion, and nobody took him fucking seriously. The Lannisters always had a shit ton of money, so they were like influential and everything. They could have been influential, and they used to be influential around the world of Westeros, but they weren't anymore under Tywin's dad. Wait, I need my fucking power pointer back, by the way. Power pointer? Laser pointer. They weren't under Tywin's dad, the Laughing Lion, because he was a fucking idiot. He was too generous. He didn't really care. He loaned people money all the time and didn't really care about getting it back. He just laughed it off, and nobody took him seriously. Power pointer. Seen in the book. That's what I do. I mean, he's pretty good in the show too, but he's just a little bit different. Like, there's other characters that we're gonna get to where I didn't even put the show as a source because I don't like them in the show. I only like them in the books from what I've heard. Haven't even read them yet. You know how I am. Anyway, so he then becomes the complete opposite of his father and actually restores the House Lannister to its former glory, which took a lot of things that he did. It took a lot of sweat and other people's blood and other people's tears. You know how it is. You could describe Tywin Lannister as an absolute pragmatist. Like, bro is not a sadist like many other people in A Game of Thrones, in A Song of Ice and Fire. There's a lot of sadists who are like, I'm gonna kill now because it's fun. And I respect that too, but for different reasons. No, he kills because it serves a purpose. And I respect that, okay? I respect that. I think that makes sense, you know? You gotta kill, that sort of thing. I would have put Tyrion Lannister right after this. The person who's right after this is funny, but it's not Tyrion. Sorry. Dads and serial killers and people going crazy and depressed. The 3 sworded second blorbos. You're getting the picture. You're very much getting the picture. He's actually extremely smart and cunning, which again, you know, you've seen the other people on this list. That is something that I like in a character. I like to look at that. I think his story is extremely interestingly... I mean, yeah, maybe as well, maybe, who's to say? I think his story is extremely interestingly written. Like, everything that he's had to do. Like, talking about his pragmatism again, he served his hand for the king for fucking God, the Targaryen. Is it Aegon? They all have such similar names. I keep messing them up when I have to say them out loud. He served for the king for a long time, and the king was an absolute dick to him. The king was an absolute piece of shit to him. when, you know, he was going insane and everything, just disrespecting his advice, good advice that he gave, because like I said, he's actually smart and cunning. He was giving good advice to the king, didn't take this advice just to spite his hand, which is supposed to be his advisor. And yet Tywin still didn't act out, didn't act rashly, just waited, was patient, was biding his time for the moment where he could actually play the cards that he was holding. And he's that's so smart. Of course, it's Ramsay. Well, we'll get to Ramsay. Hey, I have daddy issues, okay? This is a father, not a good one, but you know, I feel like when you are afflicted with daddy issues, as they call it, you don't really gravitate to extremely positive father figures either, you know? Also, his climax scene, his last scene was so good. Of whom? Right now. I'm getting a very clear picture of your psyche. That is terrifying. Thank you. That is terrifying. Thank you. Of Tywin. This is secretly a stream of Forsaken looking for a daddy. Just kidding. Yeah, the thing is, I think I'm done. Like, in real life, I'm good. I think I'm just playing through these things in fiction and having a good time with it. Also, if anybody on this list is a war criminal, it's absolutely Tywin. I mean, the Reigns of Castamere were written for a reason, and they're not like, and when people play that little tune, they're not like, yippee, it's the Reigns of Castamere for a reason. Bro entrapped an entire castle's population underground in their tunnel system, didn't let them leave, waited for the rain, for everything to flood, and women and children and everybody to die. Hopla, should have just paid them back, huh? Like, honestly, that's all he wanted, okay? The fucking... the guys should have just paid him back, I think. Red Wedding 2! Yeah, Red Wedding 2! That is also... Yep, that would be considered a war crime too, I think. There's a lot of war crimes here. Geneva Conventions, more like suggestions. Geneva Conventions don't exist in the world of Game of Thrones. So actually, bro is innocent. War crimes by our standards, maybe. But they don't have those. It's fine, actually. See, Isabel, you have severe mommy issues. I have daddy issues. Together, we have issues. Or checklist, more like. Yeah, don't mind that. Don't mind it. He's 60. Don't mind that too much. Moving on swiftly from one Lannister to another. It's Cersei! I really like Cersei. I really like Cersei's entire story. Sometimes some of these blorbos on this list, there's a lot of Game of Thrones blorbos because that's my current thing, obviously. So, didn't even put where the fuck she's from. Well, I mean, Tywin we know, so there's that. Girl, leave up! Sorta knew it. Yeah, I mean, I like Jaime too. I like a lot of characters from the books, but I couldn't put all of them on here. Now, I find Cersei's storyline very interesting, and I find her character very interesting, and I find the themes that are explored through her character very interesting. That's the main thing that I like about her. And also, she's kind of a girl boss, you know, in her own horrible little way. So that's something. She's also very pretty and smart, and that is good. I love the way this is listed, like a fucking primary school student. Like, she is pretty and smart. I have a Pinterest board of her with many pictures of her. She has nice hairstyles and dresses. She too has daddy issues. That is something that we have in common, so I think we should get along. If anyone here was in Game of Thrones, we would all be dead by the age of 18. That is most likely true. Yeah, that is most likely true. That is big optimism. It's true. Very gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Incest princess, that too. That is not listed on the slide because I listed more like the positive characteristic. However, I do find her relationship with Jaime very interesting because the whole reason why they have this relationship that they do have is because she sees him as an extension of herself, and she is fostering this bond between herself and him via the things that they do together, because of that, you know, because of that the way that she sees him as an extension, as herself, basically, herself plus Cersei plus. Jaime is just Cersei plus, as a matter of fact, because Jaime actually gets respect from his father, while she does not. Unless you're born with heritage. Game of Thrones I mean, yeah, it's monarchy. It's nepotism. You really need to watch Game of Thrones. Stop before it finishes, though. Stop at, like, I don't know, season 7 or something like that. Stop before season 7, I think. Right? Season 6 is still okay, I think. I'm not quite sure. Stop after Ramsay dies. I don't know. That's when you can stop. That's where I stopped anyway. And I think that was a pretty okay decision. And then you can read the books, but also you gotta pray. You gotta pray that George R.R. Martin actually continues the books. Yeah, season 6 is great, and 7 doesn't exist. Good. See, I don't remember exactly, because it was so long ago that I actually watched the show. But yeah. You're kind of making me want to read the books, not gonna lie. You should. Oh my god, let's read the books together. Let's read the books. Fucking George. Please write the fucking books, George. George, please. Please. You only have so many years left. Please write the books, please. Though, honestly, I mean, I do want him to finish them on one hand, but also on the other hand, I don't mind an unfinished piece of media. Like, honestly. He's not supposed to rest. He has books to write. Like, it's been so long since the last books. Yeah, at this point, Martin shits more than pages that he writes. Absolutely, he writes more blog posts than he writes book pages. Also, yeah, internalized misogyny is explored through Cersei's character. Obviously, read Dunk and Egg. That's the only book you gotta read. Well, then you're done with literature, I suppose. It would be a weird mix of Vlad the Impaler, Ivar the Boneless, and whoever was peaceful back in the day. That would be an interesting mix of things, indeed. I put her under kin because I don't think she qualifies a little bit for the other categories as well. Not really simp, because, you know, I'm not oriented that way, I guess. But I wouldn't say I kin her much. But, like, out of all the characters that there are, that is the closest one, I think. Ish. We gotta get moving, actually. I was like, this stream is it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be simple, it's gonna be easy. Of course it's not gonna be fine and simple and easy. These are your hyperfixations. Yeah, kin for the daddy issues. Like, there are some things that I agree, that I align with kinning with her. I mean, also, there is some readings of the text that would interpret her wanting to be like Jaime, and even I think she even dressed up as Jaime at some points in her childhood and did fencing lessons in his stead and all of that. Like, there is readings of the text that would interpret her as, like, trans, but I don't really agree with those readings of the text. I think it's mainly about the recognition. I think she's fine being a woman, but she wants the type of recognition that at the time only men received. It's not really about being a woman, it's more about the recognition of it all. Yeah. And pretty and smart. Thank you for the water. Oh my god, creepy hi. Let's move on to this. Like, honestly, funny thing, the last two are pretty bad. She's a woman hating women. That's a stretch. She is a woman hating women. She's a woman hating her own female body as well. She said that multiple times. You speak too much, have water, you're so right. Okay, water is also a good segue into our next character. Now, don't judge me, but I'll just show you, it's okay. Don't judge me too much, okay, guys? Okay, guys? Just wait until you see which category he's in. It's fine. It's fine. I'm literally dying. It's fine. Don't judge me. It's Euron Greyjoy. Only from A Song of Ice and Fire, not the show version. I don't give a shit about the show version. I don't care. He doesn't exist. Only the book version. What? Okay, what? Oh. Helene went through every emotion in the, like, spectrum of emotions. Don't drown. We need to judge you more. Yeah, true. You're not done yet. You haven't even seen all of them yet. Even if we get through all of this. Would you kins be Lady Macbeth? I mean, actually, though, Lady Macbeth could be a blorbo. It could be a kind of. Lady Macbeth is kind of a blorbo, actually. I'm getting cooked, have fun. So, Euron Greyjoy. Look at his aesthetic. First of all, look at his aesthetic. Just take that in. That's nice. You can't shit on that. It's impossible to shit on an aesthetic that is so nice. I'm hearing you out, but you're making me go deaf. It's getting real hard to defend these last two. Should we let the tick cook? Please, let me cook, okay? Let me cook. Let me read his quote to you. that he said to his brother Aaron in an argument, as I've read. See, the thing is, I haven't even read the entire books, as you know, but I read about them a lot, which is such a thing of me to do. Horrible habit, but you know, it's what I do. He loves blue slushies, like JD, get it? It's actually true. Quote, "Godless? Why, Aaron, I am the godliest man to ever raise sail. You serve one goddamn fair, but I served 10,000 from Ib to Ashai. When men see my sails, they pray." Isn't that fucking come on, that's fucking badass, okay? That's pretty badass, okay? Come on. Come on. I'm just going come on all the time. I don't know who it is, but the aesthetic slaps, right? The aesthetic slaps. It's like, I feel like Phoenix Wright right now listening to you at Edgeworth, just updating the fucking autopsy report. I am doing all the animations of the sprite of somebody who's like breaking down during their fucking confession / testimony / whatever. Bro is literally insane. See, I'm aware of this. I'm not gonna make any pretenses and say that he's like a well-adjusted person. The furthest thing from it. And that is nice. Kind of metal, not gonna lie. Exactly. Bro is literally insane. If any, you may think Ramsey's a little crazy, and that's kind of true, I suppose, but Ramsey is much more in touch with reality than Euron Greyjoy is. Order, breaking down from falsetto starts playing. Literally. I know you like crazy characters, but yeah. For you, bestie, what's a sane person, though? It takes one to know one. Game recognizes game, all that sort of stuff, you know? Lip stained blue from literal drug use, which... It's so interesting, bro. This is such a fucking crazy-ass caricature of an evil little guy. I love him so much. He does drugs. I don't remember what the fucking thing is called. It's like a weird brew that they make from some sort of... I think it was a root. It's a blue root drink thingy, and he does them a lot. He's been to Ashai, which is like wicked far away. Bro is literally a walking legend. Like, this dude, it's also been said, he said at some point that he was in possession of a dragon egg and fucking chucked that shit into the river, into the sea, into the ocean, I think, when he was in a bad mood. Like, either bro is really sufficient at, like, really, really good at lying, or there's some fuck shit going on with him, which I love. I'm making Evan's Gant obsession look holy. That is true. Remember, you judged me for Gant. Again, game recognizes game. I understand what bad taste looks like. No, my taste is sublime. So this guy's like, gotta be honest, I don't remember him even having that much character besides the worst squiddle to ever squid. He's a very bad squiddle. He's a very bad squiddle. The thing is, we haven't seen that much of him yet, right? As far as I know, we haven't seen that much of him. He's kind of like... It's William Afton. Yeah, it is what I'm saying. If you have William Afton on there, like, who are you to talk? Vriska as well. He's kind of like a legendary figure / negative, and I find that very interesting. He's also literally a green seer and possibly a skin changer too. It has been theorized, which is cool and rare. Bro is magic. I like that. In the show, bro is not magic at all. Bro is not magic in the slightest. You see, this is because his eye is said to change color sometimes. This eye, the other eye, is pitch black. That's his evil eye. Woo! I'm not obsessed. Just out of the AA characters, I love he's on the list. Well, fair enough. But it's funny to act it up. I do get that too. Game recognizes game. The gangsters. He's a literal mad pirate king. What more do you want from me? I think he's really interesting. I want to learn more about him. I want him to either actually bring about the apocalypse. By the way, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring about the apocalypse. I mean, there's a lot of apocalyptic shit happening anyway, at the time, during the end of the books, at the current time. So, like, going pretty well for him on that regard. Like, what's he gonna do? Game recognizes game, dab me up. Absolutely. Like, I'm sorry. His aesthetic just slaps. What can I say? I want to learn more. I want to hear more. I want to see how much of the bullshit that he says is actually true, if any. I would be interested. in the world, I'd argue it's a good thing. You know, maybe it's time for the apocalypse. There's a lot of really bad shit going on in in the world of The Song of Ice and Fire. So maybe he has a point. No. He's 100% definitely in the category. This might be the most he might be the most perhaps, potentially. Take an opinion on Blackbeard, the real one. I don't know that much. Well, nobody actually, as a matter of fact, knows that much about the real Blackbeard. But pretty cool, good aesthetic. If game recognizes game, then your game is E.T. for the Atari. Oh, powerful burn, powerful niche burn. So to get Seka to like the story, just make the craziest daddy character. He is a father to many, 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 many bastards. / negative / very negative, whom he then recruits onto his ship. Which, by the way, his ship is called the Silence, okay? Because the crew all had their fucking tongues cut out, so they don't talk. Yeah, it's a bit sinister. It's a bit sinister. Stede Bonnet was fucking goat. The gentleman pirate. Yeah, I mean, I didn't put any on. Yeah, I guess Izzy from Our Flag Means Death could have been on the list of blorbos, but the obsession's kind of over, so I didn't think of that much. What an interesting guy. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. I'm not trying to make any pretenses about this. Really bad person. No good. Do not endorse. Do not condone. But also, put on the Petri dish. Shake around. God, I'm literally insane. IRL Blackbeard really had an epic aesthetic with the beard burning, though. That is true. That is true. Me, a blorbo, all along. Yeah, because of Taika, my brain cleared itself of Our Flag Means Death. Honestly, I kind of feel that. If you weren't Arrow Ace, I feel like the BDSM community might like you. Yeah, like, I understand the appeal of BDSM. I would never do it, obviously, for the reasons that you've outlined. For the reasons you've outlined, as though we are like, writing our fucking thesis here. I wouldn't be interested in praxis, but I see the appeal. Anyway, moving on. The last slide, the last slide of the actual slides. After that, we have a bonus slide. Arrow Ace people can have kinks, it's true. Okay, come on, get ready, guys, get ready. There he is. Yippee! The only person I ever think about. Yippee! I am fist bumping so much. I am fist bumping the air. He looks so emo. What a thing to say. The moment you've been waiting for. Here comes the general. God. The pride of absolutely no one and nobody and nothing. When I was a young boy, my father didn't give a single shit about me, actually. Who? This is Ramsay Bolton. I insist upon it. I feel crazy, bro. I literally feel crazy. I get so hyped. Talking about these stupid little guys. Hey, it's my favorite human. Human vomit enthusiastically throws hands with him. I love how vile he is. Yeah. Yeah, basically. That's Ramsay Bolton, only son, currently, of Roose Bolton. I wonder why. I feel like I'm losing my mind when I talk about this stuff on stream. He used to have an older brother called Domeric. That older brother, depending on if you like look at the show version or the book version, my personal headcanon is like a mix between the two. So I don't really know what to tell you. Domeric went to seek out Ramsay to get to know his half sibling. Ramsay, of course, being the bastard son of Roose Bolton. And Ramsay was like, well, I'm gonna kill you now. With poison, by the way. Which was surprising. I find that a little bit surprising, you know? I don't think he would usually kill with poison. Then I thought, oh, okay, that must have happened when he was a lot younger. In the show, that makes sense. I think in the show's canon, they don't explicitly say this, but I think in the show's canon, that happened a lot earlier than it happened in the book canon. In book canon, I think it happened in the year, let me check my notes, in the year 297 AC, I think. But I think in the show's canon it happened earlier when Ramsay was younger, hence why he resorted to poison. Well, first of all, that would be not as easy to track and prove, of course, but also, like, the poison I don't think is really nothing. He also killed children, yes. At least one, but that's later. His brother was older at the time. His brother was an adult, was older at the time, and came like, oh, I want to make friends with my brother. And then the brother's like, well, if I kill you, I'm the only son of my father, and that is good for me. So there we go. Hi, Algernon! Oh shit, hi. We don't discriminate in death, I suppose, right? It's like a burnt whatever he's cooking. No. I'm cooking. I am cooking. Is that the cook? I am cooking. Anakin would be proud. Evan, I'm looking at you, Evan. Sibling rivalry taken to the extreme. Yeah, kind of. Let me get into my points that I wrote down so I can ramble some more. Also once again, if we're talking about characteristics, if anything, he is very ruthless and driven. I mean, if you kill your older brother in order to become the only heir of your father, that would qualify as ruthless and driven, for sure. Is that a good thing? No. Is that an interesting thing? Yes, absolutely. You Blorbo Anakin, not Darth Vader, though. Yeah, well, where does one start and where does one stop? Laughs at the first post in the Discord is my Blorbo list. Oh, that's perfect. I can't wait to see it, Nala. I cannot wait to see it. That's great. I'm so deranged. God, the stream, I can't go too long today, though. We'll see. Horrible daddy issues. Yay, they're back. Yeah, as you may have surmised by the fact that, 1, he's the bastard son of Roose Bolton, 2, he had to kill in order to be even acknowledged on any sort of level by his father. Yeah, you might be able to surmise that there could be some daddy issues present right now. I don't know. The line is whenever anyone has opinions, and then I move it. Smart. Anakin stops at the lava Zecca, actually. Well, then younglings are still on the table, no? Inferiority / superiority complex, which, by the way, often go hand in hand. You know, like, again, not going to diagnose anybody, but, like, you know, with narcissistic personality disorder, for instance, this could, by the way, I think, be informed by the horrible daddy issues. Like, I see a little bit of a tenuous connection there, a little bit of a connection. Perhaps I wanted to emphasize that there is a connection there. There might be a bit of a connection there. Perhaps. It's fascinating that your talking speed increases from 100 words per minute to 300 words per minute in the stream. I do feel like I'm literally losing my mind as I talk to you about this. So yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. Yep. I think the issue is he didn't stop at the lava and fell in. Evan. Mean? You're so mean to Anakin / Darth Vader, I guess. Anyway, also, how are you, Eldredon? Aren't you away? Where are you? Big Kanan. Oh yeah, the hugest Kane instinct. Bro, if anybody is a poster child for the Kane instinct, I guess it's fucking Ramsay, because spoiler alert. Yeah, there's spoilers in this, if you didn't know already. He would kill a sibling again, a sibling that he most recently got, at least in the show he did. I don't know if it got that far in the books, I don't remember, but I do prefer show Ramsay to book Ramsay a little bit, I think, from what I know so far. Ha, lol. Anyway, he does kill an infant, and the infant's mother, because of course, the infant, since it's a boy, I think, right, if I remember correctly, the infant, being a true-born child, has a stronger claim to being an heir than he does, which is a problem because his fucking dad is shitty. That's why it's a problem. I feel like for other people it wouldn't be much of a problem, because some other lord fathers are able to acknowledge their bastard children as not literal scum. You know, I'm just saying. Not saying Ramsay did nothing wrong, but definitely saying Roose did a lot wrong. That's all I'm saying. I also like Roose, but, you know, anyway. Evan's saying, I've been making my Blorbo list. I'm on my 3rd post-it note. Ooh, oh, that's a long list. I have to be mean to my Blorbos. Some deserve it. Yes. Ramsay kind of reflects the worst aspects of ourselves. Oh, for sure. Our pure id with no ego or super ego to drive us. Oh, absolutely. Hi, Crow! Hello, Crow! Oh, cool. I'll try to keep that in mind. Also, greetings to you. Also, Algernon is currently chilling in the quiet room. Sounds ominous. For the sauna, close to falling asleep. We went swimming in the heated pool earlier. Oh, that sounds very nice. and my mom is off to yoga. Yippee! Gonna take a walk at the beach, take some pictures. Yes, please, thank you. And freeze to death. Yay! Yippee! Ramsey is kind of like the Joker. Guess who's also on my Blorbo list, on the extended one that I'm gonna show you in like a second. God, I need to speed up a little bit. Oh, I got a picture, Evan. I got a picture of so far. Oh shit, that's so many names. Yeah, we're gonna have to make this stream a two-parter when I rank your Blorbos, I think. So, get ready for a ramble, because get ready for a ramble is such a funny thing to say when you've been rambling for 2 hours straight with an increasing amount of intensity and everything. But anyway, yes, it's coming in. The slowest scroll ever. Bro, imagine. You're the fucking bastard son of Roose Bolton. And the only reason that he even tolerates you to be alive is because you are his only chance at preserving his lineage. And you know that he knows that you know that, so you're in a constant standoff, like an extended game of chicken, knowing that your only blood family wants you fucking dead, and you're trying to gauge when you have to kill your dad before he decides to kill you. Like, just imagine that for a second, you know, just imagine the situation, just imagine the sort of stress that I am under. It's not me, it's not my situation. Also, he's a little funny, so, you know, there's that. In the show, he's very funny, makes good jokes, big ha 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 ha. Like, I just like the storyline a lot, you know, it's very I like the dynamics, I like the dynamics a lot. Thank you very much. Just want you to imagine it. Again, this is not excusing any actions that may or may not have taken place during the duration of the show. Absolutely not. Like, this sounds like a joke, but like, absolutely, actually not. I just find it interesting. I just think it's interesting. You have such funny Blorbos. Thank you. I know, I'm a comedy enjoyer. I'm such a comedy enjoyer. Flips hair behind ears. The monster wanted Victor Frankenstein dead for creating him. It's kind of similar like that. Yeah. Oh, you can also send me your updated Blorbo list to judge later, like someday. Yeah, we can do it. Like we I'm so excited talking about my Blorbos. I'm actually dying. Yeah, we can do that another time. Ramsey, I mean, yeah, Ramsey's like a meaner Akechi. Like, if Akechi's sense of justice had been more skewed, you know, could have gone into like a similar direction with the sort of setup that they have. It's just interesting to think about these dynamics, and that's also why I fixate upon these characters, because then I make characters, obviously. I make these, I told you about this earlier, I make self-insert characters that are inserted into the story that are not necessarily like myself at all, just characters that I think would bring an interesting additional dynamic to the already existing dynamics in the canon. And I think with Ramsey you can do that very beautifully. I think. I know. I am. So there's that. Thank you. And I also made her very pretty because the aesthetic of House Bolton kind of slaps. Once again, kind of slaps. Also, Creepy is saying, I cannot think in anything you speak, bestie. For my own safety, I prefer listening and forgetting the same second. But I said you should think about it. We could do it on Sunday. True, we could do it on Sunday. That's open. That's a possibility. That's true. That would be very good for community too. Wait, let me. I'm gonna be the grandpa and take a picture of chat for a second, so I remember that. Very good. Yippee! Blorbo review as the community stream. You guys are smart. Joestar Azazel. Yes, smart, big brain. Yeah, he's definitely in the category. And only that category. Only one category. He's played by Iwan Rian. Okay. Have you seen the man? He's also kind of short, by the way. I would like to point this out. You are in the pic. You are in the picture. Azazel. You were in the... Well, not a screenshot. I literally took a picture with my phone. Is this the end? No. No. Sadly, it's not. Oh, God. The best and worst slide. I don't have a lot to say about this slide. I mean, I guess I do. Let's just go. Let's just do it. Bonus segment. We need to. It's fine. Yeah, I will. You know what? We're gonna do this on Sunday now. I've decided now. I'm gonna like look up your Blorbos in Google and then like screenshot them and put them on a tier list of my own where I judge your Blorbos. That will be Sunday. From like 10 to 15-ish. Maybe more like ish. I don't fucking know. I don't remember times. Look, There they are. I would just put these on here and be silent now. I don't know. Yeah, your 10 to 15 blorbos were horrible. I don't know if it's really as young as 10. I don't think so. It might be more like 13 to 16-ish. 15 is defo in there. I don't know times. 3 W's, 3 L's, and 2 I don't knows. Taiga? L! France still kills me. Don't look at France. Don't look at France. It's fine. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Dr. Stein is based. Yeah, I agree with that. Me looking at the Pandora Hearts mangas, I have Pandora Hearts fucking slapped. Pandora Hearts fucking slapped. I think there's some good stuff here, and then some bad stuff to the right. So L is based. Obviously, L is based. I mean, yeah, no shit, huh? Light got the L plus ratio. Fuck Light. Exactly. Death the Kid is also... Oh, mec, c'est quoi cette merde, putain? C'est quoi cette merde pour France? Pour la France? pour le personnage France, en fait? Mec, ta gueule, d'accord. Mais attends, mec. Timer. Je commence le timer ici, d'accord. Pour le personnage France. Oui, c'est Italia. Et Italia, c'est merde, en fait. C'est merde. C'est totalement merde. Je sais. Maintenant, 24 âges. Oui. J'ai compris. D'accord, mec. Mais quand j'étais 15? Non. Mais 13, peut-être? Oui, Italia, c'est de la merde. On est d'accord, oui. Mais dans ma enfance, j'ai pondré, c'était bon. C'était bon. Je sais pas, mec, je sais pas. Je n'ai expliqué ça, mec. 24 ans. 24 ans. Oui, d'accord. Taiga, c'est très très bien. Taiga, c'est très bien. J'aime bien Taiga maintenant aussi. Mais Evan, ne j'aime bien pas Taiga. C'est fou. C'est absolument fou, Evan. Ta gueule, Evan, en fait. Ta gueule. Taiga, c'est très bien. Taiga, le tsundere, le meilleur du monde. Dans la monde de tsundere. Le premier tsundere. Le blueprint pour le tsundere. Mec. Oui, Taiga. Or quelque chose comme ça, ouais. Et Vincent et Xerxes. Je sais pas comment je dis Xerxes en français. Très bien personnage dans Pandora Hearts, mais j'oubliais un peu le personnage et etc. L'histoire de Pandora, je sais pas, mais c'est d'accord. Aloïs Trancy. Malheureusement, ouais. C'était, il est là. Malheureusement, il est là aussi. Et le blueprint pour le tsundere, ouais. Le tsundere originel, ouais. En vrai. Mais Aloïs, je sais pas en fait. Ah, mec. Aloïs est horrible. Mais j'ai compris, ouais. Tu compris en fait? D'accord. Evan est là. Il est là aussi. Mais Stein est trop fort. Soul Eater, totalement trop fort, je pense. Honnêtement, c'est très mal dans ta opinion. Oui, le 2 de la droite. Ouais, le 2 de la droite. Était le problème, je pense. Était le grand problème. France et Aloïs. Les autres sont bien, je pense. Oui, Vita. Taiga, j'aime bien Taiga. Taiga, le meilleur du monde, mon petit princesse. J'aime bien Taiga. Taiga était moi dans middle school, en fait. Était moi, en fait. J'essaie devenir comme Taiga. Dans mon enfance. C'est son problème? Non. Pas de problème. Dans cet âge, n'est-ce pas? Ouais, dans cet âge, n'est-ce pas? Oui, Siska, s'il te plaît, Monster Energy, s'il te plaît? Merci beaucoup, c'est mère meuf, c'est mère. D'accord. Une Monster Energy. Merci beaucoup. D'accord. 20 minutes, 20 secondes. Secondes. Un livre. Oui, le manga du solitaire, c'est très fort. 10, désolé mec, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This is my list when I was little. This is my list when I was small. Smaller than I am now. I was the same height. Anyway, yeah, like I said, these two are bad, the rest are good. But that's not all. There's also these people. These people, I don't know if they're bad or not. They're just here. I will just show you to them. They cannot see you. Don't worry about it. They are here. Lamau. What a lineup of individuals. So obviously, Jim Moriarty from fucking Sherlock. I don't like Sherlock anymore. I mean, obviously, I guess. But he's played by Andrew Scott. He's a smart villain. He's manipulative. And he is a short man. So there's that. Who's Mason? Mason Verger is a minor, somewhat major, I guess. Yeah, rather major villain in NBC's Hannibal. He's a guy. He's a weirdo. He breeds pigs. And literally drinks orphan tears, LOL. Smart-ish, sorta, villain. Really deranged. Absolutely deranged. Very evil. So there's that. Moriarty is very yippy. I don't know. Just like me. Which part? It's the short man part? Yes, that's just like me for real. I called Hamilton at the start, yeah, but he's not in the current blorbos anymore. These blorbos are not on my current blorbo list, all of the ones with the blue background. Alexander Hamilton, I don't know, man, was literally me for real though, and the show, I actually enjoyed the show, so there's that. So there is that. Of course, I was obsessed with Hamilton, so of course I was also obsessed with Alexander Hamilton. I was like, yeah, that's literally me for real. I am just like him in every way imaginable. Somehow. I don't fucking know, dude. So that concludes our PowerPoint. Yay. Yippee. But we're not done. Far from it, gamers. I need to open up a different capture now. God. 7 heart attacks later. And 15 rants. So, yeah, I didn't make a slide for Marvin from Falsettos. The list is longer than the PowerPoint after all, so stay tuned when I close this thing and... Boop. Okay. And slideshow. Go small. Open Photoshop. Open the triangle. We gotta... It's not over. We gotta go. Okay, think of all my BL. Saul fucking Goodman. Saul Goodman. Do not forget Saul Goodman. We're booting up Photoshop in order to make our triangle. Falsettos exists. Don't worry, Evan. Do not worry. T'inquiète pas. Does our blorbo, is that your plural, by the way, for blorbo? Blorby PowerPoint? List need to be a PowerPoint also? No. It can be pictures. You can put them in a tier list if you want. You can also just put them in a list, and then I'll put them in the tier list for you. It's absolutely fine. The little smile. So, I have a... Thank God that was the right side of the screen. I have a triangle with simp, kin, and I made a triangle, and I'm gonna put my blorbos in the triangle. Juno's gonna make the most confusing PowerPoint ever. I cannot wait for your PowerPoint. I cannot wait for your stream about that. Like, I'm looking forward to it. No, it's just you fat fingering the O. Well, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So this is my triangle, and I'm now gonna put everyone. Now I do need to find the folder for everyone into this constellation. Is there anything weird on screen if I put this on screen? Whoa, everyone is a lot more people. No way. Who would have thought? It's literally a Homestuck ship graph. Bruder, I ain't Juno, but thanks. What? Oh, yeah, true, you are not Juno. Juno is also a VIP, that's why I thought you were Juno, sorry. And I think has the same color as you. I don't read. I am confusing the married. I get married once and then this happens. Yeah, now you're one person. So this is a list of people. There's more people. Are we gonna go through alphabetically or just like top to bottom? I guess we'll go through top to bottom, maybe, I think. Triangle, triangle, triangle. The thing is, I don't have wash files, so I think I'll be good. Who's the first person on this in this folder? It's Ares from Hades. Ah, that's a good question. Ares from Hades is literally the god of war, which is pretty bad. But also, I think... How small do I need to make these? I have a lot of them, so I need to maybe make them like this small. Ares is far from kin. Also, Evan, handshake emoji. I mean, I've never seen Algernon and Juno in the same room. I have, actually. Oh no, where's the wash command? Does not want to work today. Yeah, they have been on Juno's stream, literally. So, kin is not a factor here. I think you're, like, as far away from kin as you can be. God of War, oh my god, you forgot Kratos. I think you might be a little bit closer to simp than I can still push these around afterwards. I'll put you, like, right here. You played Hades yesterday. That's good. That's good. That's good. Hades is such a good game. Excited for Hades 2, excuse me. Also, his design is so good. Like, his design is so good. And that's not just the art style. It's just, in general, it's so fucking good. Ares is very simp material. I think this is an okay spot for him. But we might nudge these around a little bit as I put more in there. I mean, Hades literally is war crimes. That is true. So that's why there needs to be a little measure of awe. Okay. So this is Euron, as you know. I mean, Ares. Oh, yeah. I mixed those up, too. I feel because they both have A-E. They both have A-E sounds. We're all dyslexic here. It's fine. Yeah. I mean, Hades also kind of, problems there. But you know what I mean. Well, okay. So there's no kinning here. You're also on this axis. But where exactly are you on this axis? You would like... One would hope that he would be here, but that's not the truth. Okay, come on, let's not kid ourselves. That's not true. That is not true. Hades? I actually also like Hades from Hades. I should have put Hades from Hades on there too. You know, there's always room for more. It's an ever-expanding and changing list. You know, it's a living, breathing artwork. So you're definitely closer to the corner than anything else. However, let's be real. You can be like here-ish. You know, not fully in the corner, but definitely around the corner. I would even say a little bit further up. Maybe here. Yeah, here makes sense. Again, you're on the simp axis. There's gonna be some people who are in the middle of the triangle, believe me, but not right now, apparently. Aiden is saying me slowly realizing I may be dyslexic to some extent. Like how Tseka slowly realizing he's probably autistic. It happens. We're all here. Oh, you added the Yuri on Ice characters. I think that's the last of them then. Ooh, let's fucking go. That makes sense also. I should just put my blorbos, I shouldn't close the thing. I should just put it over here instead. Next one. I don't know. How many questions do you... Depending on how many questions you have about this one, I can measure how much explaining I need to do about this one. So that's Count Olaf from a series of unfortunate events, as you might know. Let's just go to a double diagnostic event. Sibling. Good. It's a good choice, thank you. I think Olaf is fucking great, but I don't really know where to put you on this fucking triangle, actually. I haven't thought about that. I just know that I like you, but I don't know in what sort of way. He's played by Neil Patrick Harris, which is a plus as well. Also, he's fun. I don't think... The kin is not very strong with you, but it's not 0, so I think you're, like, closer to the axis, but not fully on the axis. You're quite horrible, but, like, honestly, compared to somebody like Euron Greyjoy, that's, like, laughable to even say, honestly. So I think you're gonna have to be... here? I guess so. Neil Patrick Harris is a plus. Regrettably. You prefer Jim Carrey's Count Olaf? I don't, but I respect your opinion. Yeah, I think this goes like here. Maybe more like here. Yeah, let's put it let's put it here. Let's put him here. Let's put him here, I think. I've never been a big fan of triangle graph. Triangle graph is hard to do. Yeah, I do know. Regrettably, I do know. I wish I did not for it to be, but you know, alas, it's better to be aware than not. Also, it's good to not have the folder on screen, so you can be a little bit surprised by whatever pops up in the middle next. Wait, I need to actually, boop, need to check you off first. Boop. Yeah, so, you know, the Joker. He's the Joker. Where the fuck do I put the Joker, bro? Triangle graphs are hard, man, but it needed to be a triangle graph because there's three thingies, so it needed to be a triangle graph, but it's kind of hard. It's specifically Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in this case, I think, even though other versions of the Joker are interesting too, but we're looking at specifically the Joaquin Phoenix, Arthur Fleck Joker right now. Honestly, I don't know if this is controversial to say, but I don't think he's very quite honestly. Like, yeah, he does some stuff you shouldn't do. Maybe a few things that you shouldn't do. But, like, he's not the worst. I mean, there is Euron Greyjoy. It's good that he's already on the board, honestly. Should the triangle be divided into diamond shapes so we can tell the zones better? We could do that afterwards, maybe. Or maybe, would that be better to do first? Interesting. The category is like, wow, you're so horrible. That's so interesting. Or just, you're so interesting. It doesn't have to be horrible necessarily. But like the gray zone is also kind of nice. Some things that you shouldn't do, like killing, for instance. But like, it's not that bad, I think. It's not that bad. I think you are... Well, how do I feel right now? This could change, you know? This axis could change a little bit depending on the day, honestly. Yeah, it makes it more of an experience, in your opinion, to not have, like, clean-cut lines. I think so, too, maybe. We could put in the zones later, afterwards, if we wanted to. But maybe not. Azazel's stupid take is Arthur Fleck, Joker, and Carmi have similar vibes somehow. Sometimes. Not somehow, sometimes. They're not completely alien from each other. I don't think they have many similar vibes, but like I do see what you mean. I think you go like here, right here, you know, like closer to simp than kin, not completely away from but also not very close to Yes, I think that makes sense. God, this takes so much cerebral power. Now this one might not be super duper serious. Or maybe it is the most serious, because what was that? It's the unknown! I kept saying the unknown is my blorbo. I don't really know where to put the unknown now, though, because it's kind of a joke. I think the unknown finds their place looking like Doctor Doom. It's the unknown! Children crying. The unknown is an evil chocolate maker that lives in the walls of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Dead center. Honestly, dead center would make sense as the funny one, right? I think this one is as center as it can be. We'll make you kind of small. You are the Blorbo, the unknown, the chocolate maker in my walls? Well, if you're Willy Wonka, then yes. AI generated dude needs to be killed. But the performance by the actress actually brought so much life to the unknown, you know? Only the fact that it's an evil chocolate maker who lives inside the walls. That's the only AI part about it. Moving on swiftly. We cannot dwell on these too long. Joker from Persona. Joker from Persona is weird because Joker from Persona has some personality, but obviously it's the player character, so a lot of that is by the player. I think Joker from Persona goes into the direction of Kin, of course, player character. It makes a lot of sense. Also, he's very snarky. Also, I feel like I play him as Ace, so that's something. I think he will go... He's not at all, actually. Let's be honest. He's not at all, so he needs to be on this axis. I think he goes somewhere here-ish. He goes somewhere here. He's close into the kin category, kind of towards the simp category, because, you know, like, I like his design and everything, but he is a player character, so kind of hard to rank, but also I did want to include him. Because he's cool. Thank you very much. Now, Helene, are you still here? It's your girl! It's your girl, Helene! It's Marjorie Tyrell. Please stop being She disappeared. I'm sorry. What? Why did she disappear? There you go. She's back. Oh, because I clicked out of it, I guess. Almost take it for real. Yeah, kind of. But is he more kin than Akechi? Well, you will see when we get to them. We'll see when we get to Akechi. Marjorie, I put partially because Helene likes her, to be honest, but I also like her as well. The unknown took her. That's what the unknown does. So true. Like, Marjorie is very cool. I like Marjorie a lot. I don't quite know where to put her on this axis, to be frank, to be real. I feel like it would be closer to the simp category, further away from the category, and further away from the kin category. I don't think you're very much at all. You are, you're not I think you might be here, you know, just like a smidge of perhaps. It's like, I know you're your own Blorbo. I could be my own Blorbo, depending on, I could be my own Blorbo. But then that would just be full on well, I mean, it might be between kin and let's be real, let's be honest. Oh, this one's a huge one. Would have loved to have made a slide for him too, actually. This is Sweeney Todd. I just chose the Johnny Depp version because it was a good picture to take. I don't actually like the movie that much, but I like the musical very, very, very much. And, well, that's the demon barber of Fleet Street. Swing your razor high, Sweeney. Hold it to the sky. He is great. Definitely on this definitely on this axis. I don't think there's much kinning to be done here, to be honest. I don't have that sort of revenge drive in me. Who even, you know? Could be more like definitely. Well, yeah, but you know, depends on the day, maybe. I think you fit quite squarely in between, like, in between simp and I'm thinking. For me personally, would you skew closer towards simp? I think you would. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. We're trying to be honest with ourselves here. We're trying to be honest. He shaves you, kills you, then bakes you into pies. Well, he makes Miss Lovett bake you into pies. I don't think he himself is a very good baker. Yeah, I think it goes closer into simp. He's not removed from the completely because, like we just discussed in chat, he does kill. And he's also kind of mean sometimes to Miss Lovett and all of that. But there you go. What kind of pies? Well, the worst pies in London, actually, as a matter of fact. Although I would assume they got a little better when they put humans in it. Is the size of the image correlating to how much of a Blorbo they are? No, not really. It's mostly me trying to make them fit, to be honest. He's better at shaving than cooking. That makes a lot of sense. Who's next? Oh, well, we're in the musical era. It's Javert! That's difficult, actually. That's quite difficult. That is quite difficult. Javert is weirdly my favorite character from Les Mis. Even though he's literally, like, ACAB 1,000,000% includes Javert. Like, literally very much so. It's in the text. That's the whole thing. That's the whole deal. But I like him as well, which is funny because my other leftist friend who likes Les Mis also likes Javert in the same sort of way, you know? I think he goes onto the same axis as before. There's no kinning. There's no kinning here whatsoever. The more kinny ones, I think, are more at the bottom of my folder, I think. That's why. So I think Javert goes also onto this fucking axis. It's crowded here. I swear it will be less crowded later. Now, prisoner 24601, it's 4 actually, your time is up and your parole's begun. You know what that means. Yes, it means I'm free. No. It means you get your yellow ticket of leave. You're a thief. I stole a loaf of bread. You robbed a house. I broke a window. Who paid? You shouldn't have started. My sister's child was close to death, and we were starving. You will starve again unless you learn the meaning of the law. I know the meaning of those 19 years a slave. of the law. I guess I don't simp for him as much. I guess he's mostly then. Like, Euron is more, but like he's not even that questionable. I guess maybe he'll go like here. He's not that questionable, but like I don't simp for him much either, or I kin him much either, but he is my Blorbo, so I guess he needs to go here. Yeah. Believe of me what you will. That is the confrontation. That's a different song, but it's, you know, same theme. Anyway, wow, the way this character is written reinforces my world dream. Wild, man, wild. I know, right? Wild. Yeah, I guess he goes here, but not because he's like super weird or anything. He's not that strange. I do very heavily disagree with him, so I guess it can't be too simpy. Although he's on one side of Euron, but I don't know on which side of Euron he is. I'm really struggling which side of Euron he is. Maybe he's here. Depends. Again, my Les Mis hyperfixation is a bit further away, so it's kind of hard to tap back into that. You know what I mean? Tell me quickly, what's the story? Who saw what and why and where? Let him give a full description. Let him answer to Javert. Gosh. Anyway. This stream is the most exhausting / positive stream I've ever done. I love it. This is Peter Baelish. I like Peter Baelish. Where does Peter Baelish go? Oh, that's a good question. Patrick Bateman could have been in here, but didn't end up happening. Could have been, but didn't. I mean, I feel like he's less of a character and more just a metaphor. He's more of a metaphor than he is a character. That's why probably. If I wrote a Word document explaining the lore of one of the Warframe choices, would you read it? Depends how long it is, I think. Depends heavily how long it is. It's like burning so much energy he won't stream tomorrow. No, I think I'll be recovered by tomorrow, I hope. But the quality of the stream tomorrow, I cannot reassure you. Peter Baelish is definitely Bro is problematic. He's a problem. He's closer to than simp. He's also not fully away from kin. I think we are gonna put you like here-ish. God, this triangle is weird to do. Yeah, I'll put you like here, but here. You'll go here. Not sure about it, but hey, that's just a theory, a game theory. This is Victor. Victor is difficult. Maybe Victor is very difficult, actually. Victor is quite difficult. I think you go here. I'm just gonna think less about it and go more by my gut, you know? Gonna go more by my gut and hope for the best with that. So that we are able to get through this quicker, because we still need to categorize them by how much they deserve the death penalty after all. Welcome back, Victor, though! More into the simp direction. Also, there's some kin involved as well. There you go. Just rate them from 1 to 10 of the 3 tiers and then place them. Yeah, you could do that. That would be an okay scientific process, I think. But nah, we'll go with vibes only. Oh my god, it's literally me. For real. This again is a fucking self. Like this is this is the player. It depends heavily on how you play them. So you're gonna be. But you're on the kin / axis. You're not on the simp axis at all. No offense. No offense to you, Harry. It's Harry Dubois. You would probably go... It depends on how you play him, right? But there's always a little bit... I mean, it's Harry. There's a bit of involved. I think you're perfectly in the middle, actually, as a matter of fact. You're gonna be perfectly in the middle of the / kin axis, of course. It's starting to look like there's a force field around simp. There's a lot of them there. I think it's because I don't know. I think it's because simp is the least defined category of the present categories, to be honest. Because is quite clearly defined ish. More so than simp to me. To me, simp is hard to define as is, and I'm using it as a definition, so that sucks. You would put Harry in the lower middle. Okay. The difference between simp and kin is huge. Kin is I relate to this character, and simp is I don't necessarily relate to this character, but I find them attractive in some sort of way, which that is the difficult thing. Simp has a very clear definition, but not for me. Not for me. As an Arrow Ace person, it's difficult for me, okay? I struggle. This is Louis XIV. You go here. Here. You go here. It also makes sense that I want to put them next to other people, because then, you know, they can, like, bounce. You can kind of relate them to the other ones. I want to bear this character's thriller. See, that would never be my thought, ever. Never in a million years. So, it's hard. It's difficult. I struggle. Anyway, Asuka. I fucking love Asuka. You're here. Easy. 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 You're definitely not on the simp axis on any level. You're here. Good. Moving on. An easy one. That's nice. Oh my god. It's Tywin. It's Tywin. Oh, that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. I feel like you might be the perfect middle between simp and I don't know, man. You might be the perfect middle here, you know? The perfect middle ground. You're gonna have to be kind of small to fit there. Although, okay, you can be on the inside a little bit. A tiny bit. A non-concerning bit. Put me in a room with one of my simp characters, and one of us will come out pregnant, and it ain't gonna be me. That is so Algernon of you to say. That is so Algernon of you to say. Oh, Misato from Evangelion is a good choice too, by the way. We don't talk about her age. I mean, she's not on my simp axis in any way whatsoever, so I don't have to. That's not a characteristic that I think I have to think about. Oh my god, it's Cersei. Oh my god, it's Cersei. So you're on the kin-ah axis, and you're closer to than kin. There you go. That's pretty good. That's happening. That's happening. That's happening. This axis is looking pretty good, I think. This axis is coming along. Nice. Okay. Roman Sionis, especially from Birds of Prey. This one's difficult, man. This one's difficult because the ones that are only on one axis are so much easier than the ones that are on multiple axes. Black Mask, yes! Yes, 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 baby. Our little BPD icon. Harry and the Gals. It's so funny. It's so funny as it is right now, actually. Oh, Jesus Christ, Algernon. Please do not invoke the name of the Aboverse. I think you are here. Also, you were both DC. Good on you guys. Cool. Yeah, I think you're here. No further explanation. You know, kind of around the middle. Surprisingly around the middle, furthest away from than anything. I guess so. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He's played by Ewan McGregor in this film. So there's that. Oh my god, it's Marvin. We're getting there. You're also played by Christian Borle. So you need to move a little bit. You're not very, you're a little, you're a character study. You're a case study, you know. You're like here. Marvin from Falsettos. Good musical, by the way. Watch it. Our love. Marvin looks like Germa from far away. A little. He has the Germa hair here. That's true. Like, if you squint, he has the Germa hair. It could be. Yeah, you go definitely kin. Like, definitely. But also a little bit towards simp. He really does. It's true. Gotham Penguin would be in the Black Mask's position in my triangle. I see. I haven't watched Gotham, so I don't know that. Some Germa facial features too, a little bit. Like the way the face is like long like that. The nose is very different and the eyes, but like aside from that, I can see it, yeah. You put Emmett on your list. Yeah, that makes sense. This makes sense. This one, this is Rodion Raskolnikov from Crime and Punishment. Yeah. What's to say? What's to say? What's to say? No words. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I will not kill an old woman with an axe. I will not kill an old woman and her sister with an axe. I will not kill an old woman with an axe. Thank you very much. There he is, sitting on top of Marvin like a little hat. Gotham, Penguin, and Edward would be on the / kin tangent for me. Nice. Nice. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't have a real axe. I only have a fake one. Now, this is a character nobody here knows, and everybody's gonna be like, huh? when I put him on screen. But hey, bear with me for a second. And not that you've been doing this the entire time or anything. I will not be taking questions at this time. That's the TLDR for this stream, truly. This is Caden Cotard from my favorite movie, Synecdoche, New York. Thank you very much. Okay, Caden has a lot of issues. You can tell that we're currently in like the kin list thing. It's gonna be getting a little bit crowded. I might have to move the kin thing over top of the pictures later. I can't move the entire triangle though. I should only move the signs. Wait, let me do that. So I can put stuff underneath them. Boop, there you go. We can still see him, it's fine. You have perceived and seen, and I understand. Yeah, bro, yeah, thank you. I like that. Also, there's literally a trans storyline going on, not in my direction, but there is like a trans identity. Death. God, it talked about death, life, death, projects, spiraling out of control, trying to figure out what a human life is really made of. Yeah. You're down here. Is there anybody? Well, we'll see. We'll see if you switch places with anybody else. Yeah, I gotta watch the movie again. That movie is so fucking good. I fucking love that film so much. I should rewatch it too. I haven't watched it in a while. Caden has a lot of issues. Drax fully into kin. Yippee! Yippee! We know this one is here. We've seen the PowerPoint. Akechi. Well, good question. He could be next to Joker, but I don't think there could be a little... there could be a tiny bit of simp. So, therefore... You could be, like... Here. Yeah, here. There you go. It's getting a little crowded. It's a bit of awe as well. A bit of awe, a bit of simp, and a lot of kin. And he's right next to his boyfriend, so that's perfect. Very good. I'm happy with that. Okay, this one is also... Whoops, my bad, sorry. Jesus, Photoshop. Next one's also a little bit niche. Perhaps. Watch nobody know who the fuck this is, except for Evan. I think Evan knows. I mean, also this is a character from literature, so like this is just a movie depiction of this character. Yeah, this is me with my niche pulls. This is Julien Sorel from Le Rouge et Le Noir. You don't need to know much about him. It's fine. Just accept him as he is. He also, yeah, you can tell that I was currently pulling from my kin list in order to compile these. He's definitely here. I don't simp for him at all. I think, no, not at all. You know that guy from your friend? Good friend. What's up with him? You know, he has a superiority complex. He believes he's destined for greatness. When, you know, he really sort of isn't. I like your funny words, French man. I like your funny words. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've thought about him a lot. So, you know, that's all I can tell you. I don't know the visuals and I was confused. Yeah, I picked this visual usually for him, even though there's a couple to choose from. You know, I mean, I like him from the book. I don't know what visual to put. Speaking of niche picks... This is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart from the hit film Amadeus. Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm running out of things to say. Yes, this one is also from the kin list. Thank you very much. That's so funny, but I get you. No, so good. Thank you. You're like tiny bit of simp, maybe. Bit of awe, but honestly, a bit of awe. Yeah, you're like Asuka, but with a tiny bit of simp, I guess, 'cause pretty trip, you know. Oh my god, there he is. I called it. I think I must have mentioned it before, right? I must have mentioned it before. You cannot have soul read me on such a severe level, right? Also, stop kidding people cheating on their wives. See, this is why I won't have a wife, because otherwise I would cheat. That's why. True, there's a lot of cheating going on. Like, Julien Sorel was cheating with a wife. And then also cheating on her, I guess, kind of later. Caden cheats. Marvin cheats. Mozart cheats. Difficult wife relations we have here. Oh my god, it's Egon Schiele. Oh man, am I through the simp soon? I think I'm through the simp soon. So maybe I could put you as ultimate kin. Maybe. It's a little crowded down there because they all are kins, so it's a little hard to say, you know what I mean? It's a little hard to say. I'm sorry. It's a little hard to say. Let's go. Lots of liars you can whip too. I would never tell a lie. I am capable of it, but I would never do it. Yeah, you go. You are the ultimate kin. Sure, why not? I think that's the one that will cause the least questions. Speaking of Neil Patrick Harris, sorry. I didn't even watch the episode. Yet. I barely watched Doctor Who as is. But that's the toy maker from Doctor Who. And you're like somewhere on this axis. You're somewhere here. You can be next to the other Neil Patrick Harris character. It was a good episode, not gonna lie. I should watch the episode actually, but I think I got the gist of it from edits. I just felt like putting you on the list. I don't even know that much about you, but I really felt like putting you on the list. Oh, you forgot the Doctor, no mames. I only know from clips and edits. To be fair, I think that gives you the energy comes across quite well, yeah. I think. I think you can be above your the other character played by you and below Tywin Lannister. I think that makes sense, yeah. You still haven't watched the episode? I don't watch things anymore. I don't do that anymore. Oh my god, it's Mark Spector from Moon Knight. It's Mark Spector. Mark specifically, not Steven. And also not, God, I forgot the third one. Man, it's been a while since Moon Knight. You are here. Here. You are here. This is where you are. Jake Lockley. True. I also like Jake, but I didn't want to put that many characters from Moon Knight onto the list, so... Also, we didn't see a lot of Jake in the show, to be fair. He was mainly off-screen, which I do like. I do like that. I think that's interesting, but whatever. Either way. We love forgetting the third in the weird throuple. Sometimes you gotta. He was hardly in it, to be fair, yes. It's Mark, Steven, and Jake. Yep, I knew that once, but hey, I forgetty. We already know Hannibal. Hannibal's on this list. You could be... Where could you be? Where would you be? I don't know. That's good. I think you're here. Next to Tywin. Maybe next to the toy maker. Maybe you're like here-ish. You know, you gotta take into consideration we need to have space for these people too. So, you know, space runs out slowly but surely. So it's a little skewed, but that's fine. Oh my god, speaking of Persona, oh my god, it's Maruki. You're also on this axis. What's Tywin's opinion on Taiwan? I would not ask him. I would not want to know, quite honestly. You're definitely on this list. I feel like you're quite in the middle of this list. A good balance of both and simp. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna judge you heavily on where you put Maruki. I would put Maruki here. What do you think? Like, he's equal measures, like, just interesting, like, whoa, what the fuck is up with you? Like, not even in a, oh, you're fucked up sort of way, just in a what the fuck is up with you sort of way, right? You gotta remember that is what means. And also simp. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. No kinning happening there. None, I don't think. Not enough You would put more I don't think we need to put more personally. But okay, I see your point on that. Aiden saying the year I saw Moon Knight was also the year I saw a video interviewing a person with DID, and also the year that I met the first system online I've ever met. It was the DID year, truly. It was a theme. They had a theme for the year. Dr. Maruki did nothing wrong. I think he did some things wrong. I do think he did some things wrong, but not everything. This is Lestat, the Lion Court. He's kind of French. It's one thing about him. Where do you fit? You're like almost a middle character as well. You're almost like a middle character too, honestly. I think you're less simp than and kin. So I guess you go here next to the unknown. I think you go I don't know if you're that kin though. I think you go a little bit more over here, perhaps. This makes you a little bit less kin if you were inclined to believe me. Okay, yeah, I think you go here. I don't know. I think you go there. There you go. I said it. Another character that you're not gonna know, by the way. This is Dr. Hap, also known as Hunter Aloysius Perseus, I think is his full name. Doesn't matter. He's played by Jason Isaacs. Huge plus. Huge plus. Hap for short, so that's fine. You are 100%. You are here. Not a singular question asked. He's from DOA. No. I mean, the Eels. That's a different character. That's from A Cure for Wellness, yes. This one's from DOA, is the other one, where he kidnaps a bunch of people. This happens in the first episode. It's not really, it happens in the second episode, I think. It's a bit of a spoiler, sorry. He kidnaps a bunch of people who had near-death experiences and does testing on them in his underground basement. So you are right where you belong. On the simp/axis, closer to than simp, but not on simp. So there we go. Very slay. I think you'd like him. I think you would like him. Also, you should watch DOA. It's a pretty good show. I think you would like him. I like him. Oh my god. Wait, oh shit, I would have had to press OK first. I would have had to press enter first. I started the first episode, actually. It has like an interesting start. I feel like the show is kind of paced pretty slow in the first season, which is not a bad thing. I think it works well for the pacing of the show. It's Carmi! It's Carmen Berzado. Oh my god, it's Carmen Berzado. I don't have space. The kin area is so fucking full, dude. I mean, you are simp too, a little bit. So I guess I'll just put you where we have space. At this point, I just need to put you where we've got space left, and I'm sorry, that's just the truth of the matter. You're gonna go right here. A little bit of because, you know, you're interesting, obviously. That's fine. Mostly kin. Slightly simp because you're played by Jeremy Allen White. I mean, who am I to say anything about this? God, there's at least one person that's the most questionable. Well, yeah. Oh, that's perfect, actually. That's why there's space up here. Mm-hmm. Compress the square. The square is so busy, huh? I don't think the bigger triangle would have helped. I would have just had to make them smaller. But I didn't. I only have 6 more. We can do it. It's the Darkling, played by Ben Barnes. You're not that You're quite, I think, let me see who the other people here are. Yeah, you can be the most simp. Somebody needs to be the most simp, and somebody needs to be the most you can be the most simp. That makes sense for you, I think. This is good. We can put you there. That is all right. Very good. Okay, very good. Oh my god! Thank you so much, Monica! Jesus Christ, this is such a stream. This is the stream where I feel like I'm insane the entire time. Bro, what flavor monster do you want? I want the pink one, please. Or Lewis Hamilton. It's like bluish. Thank you. This sounds like you actually are gonna bring it to me. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, yes. It's the guy. It's William Afton. It's William Afton. It's Purple Guy. It's Steve Raglan in the movie. I like Matthew Lillard. That's why I chose the Matthew Lillard one. The Lewis Hamilton. Take the entire man. It's Afton. It's Afton. Oh my god, it's Afton. I don't think I kin Afton at all. Which is good. I think you're closer to simp than even though you should be closer to perhaps, but you're not. That's life. I don't fight, like, no more explanation. No more explanation. No more explanation. I'm taking green. But the Lewis Hamilton one sucks. What? No, it's the best. One of the best. A weird, honestly, Azazel, a weird mix of literally everything. With characters like that, I usually mix all of the canons, like all of them that exist, fanon, canon, anything, and just make my own little version of the character, because there's so many versions of the character. That's just what you gotta do, you know? That's just what you gotta do. The ranking is a mix of everything a little bit. Gotta go. Okay, bye, Evan. Bye-bye. Thank you. God, I'm gonna go longer. I hope that's fine. Haha. Fine with who? Fine with my mom, whom I'm gonna go to later. Oh my god, it's Arthur! Oh my god, it's Arthur! Yeah, you go next to, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's okay. That's good. You go underneath William Afton. You guys are next to each other. That makes a lot of sense. Look at this area of the map, gamers. Look at this area of the map. Thank you so much for water, by the way. Feinsäcke, du kriegst deinen Biomüllsaft. Yippee! It tastes very good, thank you. That's so, yeah, that's a bad weed corner. I mean, let's be real. Which part of this is good? Let's be clear. Which one is okay? But they're all very pretty people, which is of course important. Weed? Okay, now, guys, when I put this guy on screen, close your eyes, okay? Close your eyes, close your Please close your eyes. Please just close your eyes for a little bit, okay? Guys, when I put this guy on screen, please just don't look, okay? Just don't look, okay? You guys, please just don't look, okay? Wait, I need to press okay first, otherwise I can't drag a new picture in. Just don't think about it. Just don't think about it. It's fine. It's fine. You know, you see where he goes? You see where he goes? This is where he goes. Not on the kin axis at all. Also, you need to be underneath the actually. Where the fuck did the go? Where's the down here? The needs to be over top. Shame, shame. That's my Blorbo. He's mentally unwell. I mean, TLDR, that's the case about literally all of them. Can I open them now? Wait, I'll hide them a little bit better. There you go. Now you can be like here, it's fine. Just like you. Shut the fuck up. That's the fucking Homelander. Yeah, you can open them again, it's fine now. Yeah, he's part of my Blorbos, okay? It's fascist Superman. I mean, yes, literally. I find, again, very, very, very interesting character. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. Thank you very much. Moving on swiftly. Oh, it's Lou Bloom. Not much better, but hey. Not much better, to be honest. You are on the kin list. But you're played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Another L for me, by the way. So I guess you go, like, not on the line completely. Oh yeah, that means I could put you further down here. You're, like, here. You can be here. Yeah, you can be here. That makes sense. No Soldier Boy? Soldier Boy could go on it. Just because he's played by Jensen Ackles, though. Otherwise, not so much. Kinda. Okay, now, yeah, you know regardless. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I had a fascination. I had a phase. Soon, new season of The Boys dropping. Soon, new season of The Boys. And, of course, the one, the only, the last one for our triangle. Then we can do the tier list, and then I have to bounce. Thank fuck Stormfront isn't there. God, never. Like, the thing is, Homelander is obviously a horrible person, too. But, like, Homelander is not actually an actual Nazi. Like, I don't think he has that ideology in him. To be real. It's been a while since I've watched the show, obviously. I watched it when it came out. So I don't remember in, like, so much detail, but I'm quite certain, like, I mean, I know that Stormfront is an actual, literally is a Nazi. as literal as possible. But I don't think he was. He's just kind of doing whatever serves him well, which of course is swimming with the flow in that sort of sense. Anyway, wait, what is actually happening? I am... God, I asked myself the same thing. I am putting my blorbos on a alignment chart of the axes, simp and kin. We're rating hyperfixation characters. Yep. So where the fuck does Ramsey go? I don't kin Ramsey. Much. No, I don't. I mean, there's daddy issues, so there is that. So, you know, you're definitely but you're more than... You're not more than... God, speaking is hard, man. You're not more than Euron Greyjoy. We could also move Euron Greyjoy upwards a little bit. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. Let me see. I could move Euron, and then I could take Ramsey and put you, like, here. I think that's okay. You go here. Yeah, that makes sense. I was confused at first. Then I saw Homelander and got really confused. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's basically... Well, it's not like... is more complex than that. Is a category that encompasses both, like, wow, I hate this guy, it's so fascinating, and also just, wow, so fascinating without the hatred, but it can include hatred as well. I mean, you could also be like, wow, that's just like me, I hate this guy, but for me that's not often the case. That sort of thing. Good. Maybe? Definitely an image. I have now made an image. No, I don't kin. No. The kin is not on the kin axis. Then you would be somewhere. These are the kins. The kins are over... Wait, fuck, I'm trying to zoom in. The kins are over here, right? This is what we would clarify as kin territory, which is its own can of worms, to be honest. Definitely its own thing that one could unpack, but we're definitely not going to, because we still need to sort them by whether or not they deserve the death penalty. Let's see how many of them do not deserve the death penalty. Also, let me censor and save this image. Export image as, so I can put it into the Discord. I could also give you the template, I suppose. Yeah, I'll give you the template too. So you can do this horrible exercise as well. It's really soul-searching in a sense. God, this whole stream has been a stream, hasn't it? Triangle with blorbos is what I'm gonna save this as. Blorbos. Hi, Nan! You barely made it to stream. And the main event, more or less? God, I'm gonna have to remove... I'll do that later, maybe? No, wait. I can just go take... all of that, scroll down through all the layers, just literally select them all and then group them, and then, yeah, okay. I know Photoshop well, and now I'm gonna export it again. But empty. I don't have many blorbos, but it might be fun. Yeah, I agree. Do they get different death penalties? A little bit. I tried not to make it too many tiers, but I did put a little bit of tiers in there. Okay, that's that. Actually, I'm gonna close this display capture right now anyway. I think this is the one that we need. Window capture. It needs to refresh. Hello, are you capturing? Are you there, God? It's me, Fiona. It's me, Fiona. There you go. Got it. Wait. You can export. I always just flatten and save it as a PNG. Yeah, I just export as a PNG in Photoshop. That's what you do. Yeah, here's the same guys, obviously, again. This time they're alphabetically sorted. And we have the categories. Well, the first three are quite clear. Does not deserve the death penalty. Shouldn't get the death penalty. Some of them are in there. They don't deserve the death penalty, I swear. Not sure. Trying not to put too many people in this category. Deserves the death penalty. And the extra super special tier... The death penalty was or should be invented because of them. Depending on whether or not there is a death penalty in the universe that they exist in. Yeah, we're in tier list mode now. I wanted to do multiple tier lists actually, but we only have time to do this one. Hi, Ronnie! This stream has been a trip. I do recommend the VOD. I literally lost my mind. I have heart palpitations. I'm not joking. Anyway, talking about your hyperfixations for 3 hours straight is good, and you should do it more. I say, so I'll flatten your PNG. Please don't. I love an execution ticket playing Persona 5. Definitely. Also, welcome back, Victor. Officially. Ares is the god of war. Not great. However, also is a god. Probably deserves the death penalty. Let's be real. Let's be honest about this. God of war, not good. You're Ares, you're god of war, you know. Arthur Harrow, these are pretty cut and dry, which is good, because I don't have that much time. This sounds like I'm gonna die. Don't worry, the heart palpitations are in check, I swear. Greek gods, most of them do. Yeah, literally. Like, there's worse people in the pantheon than Ares. Ares is not the worst one. Zeus, I would have put in the top tier. Like, in the death penalty should be invented because of them, because... It's like, not the unknown. Of course the unknown. That's my Blorbo. Also, hello Void. We're here. You're at the tier list. The tier list. The rest was all spent. Oh, yapping, my friends. Yeah, Arthur too. I mean, let's be real. Arthur Harrow killed a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. Arthur Harrow does kind of deserve the death penalty as well, as if we're talking about that. So, you know. Zeus is very death penalty deserving. He has a high death penitability. Yes. Zeus, your son has returned for the weed of Olympus. Where's that from? Now, I would say Asuka does not deserve the death penalty. Your Honor, she's a little mean sometimes, but she's literally a 14-year-old, okay? Asuka does not deserve the death penalty. She's a good guy. Thank you very much. That's the greatest theme. She needs therapy. Yup. Harrow, wasn't that guy from Moon Knight? Yes. Yes. My Moon Knight guys. I like Arthur Harrow. I also don't think that Caden Cotard deserves the death penalty. He cheated. Okay. He was a bad father. He was an absent and bad father. Okay. And that is not a crime, actually. That is not a crime. Hey, Isabel. Hey. Your Honor, she's a depressed 14-year-old. I love these two next to each other, by the way. That's fucking huge. Does this mentally ill 14-year-old deserve death? Who knows? I know. The answer is no. Carmi, absolutely not. Carmi did not do any crimes, actually. He's just really stressed and literally me for real. See, it's looking pretty good so far. Let's just stop doing the tier list here. Let's stop doing the tier list. Yep. Let's stop doing the tier list here, because then we're in the positive, numbers-wise. Cersei's kind of hard, though, no? Yeah, Hug Row makes sense for Asuka, honestly. Cersei is kind of hard, because, like, yeah, she did do bad things, but, like, I don't think she deserves the death penalty, personally. I don't think so. Like, everybody does bad things in a Game of Thrones. You have to take into account the circumstances, you know? Your Honor, she was girl bossing and girl winning. She might deserve a slap, perhaps. I think she could go into the not sure category, to be honest. Because it's like, she's a bit more subtle about it, usually, about her influence. But she did get some stones rolling that were pretty detrimental. How different is the show? She is more subtle. I would say so. In a way, you know. Count Olaf is a good question, actually. He does try to kill children a lot. Like, a lot. More so than your average human being. And have he invented it? Would you like a cup of tea? Oh, please, Kersa. Please. I need it to calm down. Yeah, I do think he deserves the death penalty. He's not so good. Like, wanting to kill kids that much is not that good, I suppose. Hey, I thought you were a guy. I am. I know. Crazy concept. He's just goofing around, Your Honor. He was just goofing around. He was in a silly, goofy mood. Your Honor, please. Aegon Sheila does not deserve the death penalty. Bro is just a painter who is a little bit egocentric, okay? According to some sources. I mean, there was like he was in prison for some time, but these, the fucking, the charges were unfounded, okay? Historically speaking. And I win. I mean, yes, he has good drip. He has good interior design. The drip is good too, actually. Good drip and good interior design. Yeah, Egon Schiele does not deserve the death penalty. I don't think so. Again, that's one of the real people on this list. The other real person on this list, well, you know. Now, Euron Greyjoy. I'm sorry, Your Honor, Euron Greyjoy. Definitely, the death penalty was or should be invented because of them. Like, yeah, let's not kid ourselves. Antje is saying Asuka does not deserve the death penalty. My brother in crimes, she's German. She's war crimes incarnate. She's a 14-year-old. She didn't make these executive decisions. Okay, thank you very much. He kinda did kill a lot of people, didn't he, Akechi? But, like, it was under duress, Your Honor. Your Honor. This happened under duress. I would also say not sure. Yeah, Ronnie. Like, I don't want to give him the death penalty, but it needs to be decided in front of court. You know he deserves it. He deserves the psych ward instead of the death penalty. I think so, too. I would put him into not sure, to be honest, to be real. It was the daddy issues, Your Honor. Take a sweetie. You may have to spend a little less time on these. You're right. We're blazing through it. We're blazing through it. No worries. I'm awful at tier lists. I choose stuff too fast. No, that's good though. For me right now, that's good. Sometimes you do have to think about it a little bit longer. So, I like for most of these characters, it's either mentally ill or hell. Okay. Yes, and Monica. Yes, and do you want to talk? Do you want to have a conversation? He only gets half a death penalty. I mean, spoilers, you know. Hannibal did kill. Was Hannibal sentenced to death? Maybe. You do kind of deserve the death penalty, let's be real. This one is also a pretty cut and dry tier list. Hap, lots of kidnapping. And, like, human testing. And manslaughter. But then the guy gets revived. So, I don't know if it counts as manslaughter if the guy gets revived after he dies. Yeah, probably. Let's be real. The answer is probably yes. TBH, as Akechi became more deserving of the death penalty, the more I liked him. Yeah. Similar. Hannibal was just hungry. You know, get the guy some food. What the hell? Persona 5 Joker is on here. That's the most normal person on here. Probably yes, maybe. Harry does not deserve death. I agree. Harry does not deserve death. It depends a little bit, of course, how the player plays him. But we're gonna go based off of the assumption that the player is me, and then I don't think he deserves the death penalty. Now, yeah, I would absolutely. I think the death penalty was in fact invented because of Homelander. Somebody needs to get him. Kind of difficult to do with the presets, you know, with his stats. It's a little difficult to do, but still, somebody should get on that. Now, Javert, well, difficult. ACAB, yes. And he does kind of, if you ask him, he would say yes. But I would say not sure. Maybe. He is a cop, though. That is true. He did sentence himself. That's the thing, right? Like, he would say yes. I would say not sure. We could have a redemption arc. You could just quit being a cop instead of quitting life, you know? I'll put it in not sure. To the watery depths below. Joker does not deserve the death penalty, even though some wicked, rotten adults in the Persona 5 universe would say so. Depends on who's playing him. That is also true. If this was Russell Crowe, yeah, sorry, death penalty for you. 2 Jokers back to back, yeah, because they're alphabetically organized. This Joker, I don't think this Joker deserves the death penalty. No. Arthur Fleck Joker, not at all. Other Jokers, maybe. Arthur Fleck Joker, I don't think deserves the death penalty. Honestly, this list is looking pretty positive so far. I'm glad. Put him in Arkham, as always. That's where he's supposed to go. Now, Julien Sorel, just for the meme, well, I mean, he's in one of these. The spoiler for Le Rouge et Le Noir, a classical literature novel, he was sentenced to death. He did, in fact, get sentenced to death. That is literally what happens in the novel. Do I think he deserves it? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, certainly. It wasn't invented because of him, though. So, just, yeah, he did, in fact, get the death penalty. That should be an extra tier. Like, yeah, in canon, death penalty has happened. And I don't think this one deserves a death penalty. That's my main issue with this film. Oh, I see. Yeah, for Joker, for the Joker as well. Yeah, for the Joker. He was, in fact, the most chill Joker, the most human Joker, I think. Lestat kind of deserves the death penalty a little bit. Lestat's kind of problematic. Lestat's a little bit of a problem. I mean, he is technically dead also. He is technically dead because he's a vampire. They're not really alive. So, sort of. Kind of. I would say yes. Lou Bloom absolutely deserves the death penalty. Not good. Literally orchestrating death. He's done that. He's unterlassene Hilfeleistung. That's one. You know, there's multiple crimes here on this list. Absolutely would fit in this tier. This is the Sun King. This is the Sun King Louis XIV. This is obviously, yes, deserves the death penalty, the guillotine. Didn't get that. That was his fucking successor. Louis the 15th, I'm pretty sure. Did Louis the 15th get guillotined? I think so, right? Yeah. He did not, but he should have. They could have started the French Revolution a little bit earlier, but no. I guess he was a little too competent, question mark. Things were going too well. So he does deserve the death penalty. Mark does not deserve the death penalty, not at all. He's a hero. He's doing good. Hey, this is more balanced than I thought it would be. How nice. How nice. I think it's good that I expanded the list. Was Lestat the one who turned a child? Yes. I didn't talk about Lestat in too much detail before, so don't worry. Yes, Lestat turned a child, like Claudia, he turned a child into a vampire. That is literally a crime in the eyes of vampires in the novels as well, and also just generally. Maruki is soon. Yeah, that's pretty deserving. Maruki doesn't deserve death. He just made a slight mistake. Honestly, he was kind of trying to take humanity's free will away. And he got a kill too, yeah. So, not a great track record for Lestat. I think Maruki might deserve the death penalty. Sorry. Good intentions don't... He had good intentions, but what he did was fucked nonetheless. So, you know... He did everything with very good intentions, but that is not going to save you. Marjorie does not deserve the death penalty. Marjorie's doing well. She does probably die. In the book, she's still alive, so I don't know. Really raising the stakes with Lestat. Ha, with /at. Do they die by stakes in Anne Rice's world? I'm not so sure. Marvin does not deserve the death penalty. He cheated. Again, that's his only crime. Like Caden. That's just a guy. And also he does die at the end as well. So, you know, he doesn't. Same with Mozart. Mozart does not. He also dies at the end. A lot of these people... Caden also dies at the end. A lot of people in the doesn't deserve the death penalty tier do die at the end. So there's that. Maruki should have read more theory. It's true. Peter Baelish, yeah. Kinda. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, kinda. Like, bro is not alright. Ramsey, yeah, definitely. 100%. Absolutely, no questions asked. Could be in the top tier with Euron and Homelander, but I don't think we're quite there, you know. Ramsey invented death. I mean, he's definitely in one of these top tiers. I don't know which one specifically. I mean, they're kind of similar, you know. We are. Mark dies, even if temporarily, that's true. Yeah, Black Mask also probably. He's kind of a piece of shit. Also, Rodia from Crime and Punishment, yeah. Yes, you did do a murder. Sorry, it is what it is. You probably do too. You're really a piece of shit, aren't you? And also, like, a lot of organized crime. Not really redeemable. Sweeney, he deserves getting his own medicine, but he also deserves, like, he has a tragic backstory, you know? Yeah, he does. You're right. He definitely does. You are definitely correct in that assessment. I'm just, like, reluctantly putting people to the death. Just slowly, like, yeah, you too. This is how the judge does it, I assume. They pull out the fucking tier maker and just decide like that. That's why I am against the death penalty in real life. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The Darkling, I'm not sure. Personally, I'm not sure. Cause, like, yeah, he did a lot of really, 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 really bad stuff. Yeah, okay, fuck it. Okay, fine. He kind of does. Yeah, he does deserve it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, honestly, in real life, it's more of a wheel. Or maybe both. Sweeney deserves to be a last meal and to get. Ha ha ha. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? The Unknown, I think. I'm not sure. He is an evil chocolatier who lives in the wall of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. But we don't know how evil. It was invented for the Unknown. Do you think the Unknown is really that bad? Do you think the Unknown is that bad? Okay. I'll go with your gut instinct. I don't really. The Unknown is a joke entry on here. I see the Unknown a little bit more like Ratman from Portal, so not so bad. I mean, he was created by AI, but the actress breathed life into him, okay? Free my man, the Unknown. The Unknown did nothing wrong. The Master does pretty bad stuff. Well, he's not the Master, he's the toy maker, but he has the Master, he somehow is, sort of? I don't really understand. I didn't watch the episode. He has the Master in his tooth? I don't know, man. I don't know. Toymaker's best boy, though. It's true. Kill the Unknown. Unforgivable. Unforgivable. Formerly was, but I mean, yeah. Spoiler alert once again. Also dies. I'm not sure the actor was capable of much breathing with that mask. Poor lad. Yeah. It must have been rough. The environment didn't seem quite good to deliver an amazing acting performance. Tywin, yeah, sorry, you two, you did do very horrendous war crimes. Hate to say it, but you did. Yeah, you're gonna be in this fucking, yeah, you're gonna be there. It deserves more. No, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. Compared to other people on the list looking at Homelander and Euron Greyjoy, you know. Wait, no, the Unknown made PUBG. Death, wait, the Unknown made PUBG? When was that, lore? What the hell? And then the two people that we have left are Victor from League of Legends and, well, William Afton / Steve Raglan / Purple Guy. I think Victor is a redeemable character, even though there's also a lot wrong with him, but you go into not sure, I think. Unknown in Fortnite when? Oh, I would like that. I deserve it. No, I'm not sure about you yet. I'm still trying to decide, Victor, okay? Also, that Victor is spelled with a K, although you sometimes spell your name differently on different platforms, so I don't really know. Actually, Mike Afton is the Purple Guy dummy. Well, that is a different Purple Guy. Victor, maybe. William, his son with gasoline and matches. Yeah. William Afton definitely deserves the death penalty. I mean, there's no question about that. Solid pick. So, now you know. Now you know. And on Sunday, I'm going to look at your blorbos and decide if they're good blorbos or bad blorbos. And I'm going to look at you and your rankings of them as well. I decided it's a good idea to do that on Sunday now. I think I will accumulate them already. Grab them from Discord like later today. And then we'll talk about it on Sunday. Most deserved, still better than expected. Yeah, I also thought it would be more, but I guess I added some more people in, I added some more people as I went along, and some of them don't deserve the death penalty. That's quite nice. I'll be making mood boards. Really? Let's go. I love a mood board. Let's go. Thank God I can update them more. I did my 10 minutes before Monday. No way. Everybody's tardy. I can't believe this. Good. That's good, though. I do have to get going now. Slowly but surely. Teehee. God, this was such a fun stream. I had like seven heart attacks / positive. Because I love talking about my blorbos. Thank you for the water. Dango. One last drink. Very good. You can make your blorbos in whatever way you want to. If you just want to send me a list of names, you can do that. If you want to send me mood boards, I will look at them. It's just a blorbo thing. If you want to write something about them, you can do that too. If it's too long, I cannot promise that I will look at it though. Yeah. You got it in text form. That is absolutely good, because then I can take the pictures and put them in a tier list into Photoshop, which is probably what I'm going to be doing, as well as looking at your tier lists if you make them, etc., etc. Now, Crowhead said that Yuko is streaming. Etoile is not streaming. That Yuko, I think EXE, no? Is streaming on Twitch? Fuck, I forgot the name, no. Oh yeah, there you are, found you. Oh, it's just Yuko, oh, but it's over. No, is it over? Well, we'll see. You're live, yes, we could raid into Yuko. Streaming Resident Evil 4, okay, that's good. I'll mute you, sure, why not? Yeah. I should give you a follow, perhaps. Pedal is too, though. Pedal is too. But we haven't rated Yuko ever before. Of course, Yuko is a bit of a bigger creator. We watched the meme review of Yuko's before. I love how it just says no. No watching. Okay. No watching then. I don't know if there's follow alerts. So we'll try to do this quickly. I'll follow and then we'll begin raiding. I hope it's updated here immediately so I can do it easily. Very good. This is a game. This is a mature game. Also, there's boobs on screen, so prepare yourself for that. I'm gonna begin the raid now. At least I won't give a shout out, so that's less suspicious. Copy the raid message. Send my regards. Yo, boobs? Yeah, go there. Follow the raid in order to see boobs. Thank you very much for coming to my stream. Thank you for looking at my blorbos. Thank you for judging me harshly on my blorbos, as you should. I will be back tomorrow with Newsday, where we talk about news and stuff, as we do. I now have to bounce very shortly after raiding into Yuko's stream, though, so, you know, that's life. I will go. Resi 4, boobs? Leon boobs? Yes. Bye-bye, gamers. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching my stream. Adieu, adios. Bye-bye, tschö mit Ö. Und so weiter und so fort. Ciao, 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 Kakao. Bye-bye. I will calm down now.